Hey guys, welcome back. It's the end of the week. Well, actually, not the end, it's the beginning of the week. And back with another live stream. I just want to thank you guys for joining early. I see Garrett in the house. Garrett, what's going on? He said hello, J and K. Hope all is well. Loved your holiday video. Sent to Charlie and my friend and former business partner, Beverly in Toronto. Thanks for the support, Garrett. Also, Dante Ellis, what's going on? Hi, Jay. How you doing, man? And he said, just meditating, waiting for the call to start. Hey, all. Hey, all. Early so far. We'll resume. Yeah, thanks for arriving early, Garrett, the moderator who deletes people out for no reason. Thanks for being early. Also, Noel Rodriguez, how you doing? And yeah, guys. So today I'm just gonna get into everywhere in the Southeast Asia region, and that includes everything. That includes China. That includes Hong Kong, even India. That's all actually included within this region. But I want to get into that today. And of course, I'm going to start off with the Philippines. Now, everybody already knows about the Philippines. Everybody knows about the travel rules about the Philippines. So I'm going to still get into it anyway. Also get into updates, also even let you guys know which countries will not require quarantine because a lot of you guys, you don't want to come to the Philippines yet because you don't want to be vaccinated. Well, no, I said it wrong. Quarantine, I meant vaccinated. Which countries won't require vaccination? So let me just say what's up to all the people here. Let me see if we also have John Smith here. He said a good afternoon from Virginia. Thanks, welcome, John Smith. Thanks for coming. And RJ's Filipino American Adventures. What's up, man? Love your videos. Thank you for watching, RJ's. Never seen you before, but welcome to the tribe. Welcome to the live stream. So yeah, guys, that's what's gonna be today. I'm gonna get into those things. Also, I'm gonna talk a little bit about. I was looking at what to do in other countries, things like that. Still, where it's at is the Philippines. I know you guys mostly care about here, and I get it. So I'll talk about that as well. But I did a video. I'm gonna talk about this. I did a video yesterday talking about a foreigner that actually came over here and he lived a gangster lifestyle here. I'm sure none of you guys are going to do that. And that's one thing I did. I bigged up you guys that join the live stream usually. I said, I talk about this stuff all the time in the live stream. I just started talking about it in videos recently, within the past, I say 4 to 5 months. But I've been talking with you guys about it forever. Hope in the Philippines, what's going on? How you doing, man? Also, Mark Richard said, "Hi Jay, I just have a question. If you were back in the USA and you seen yourself a buying box, would you put it? Would you put in it that you miss from the USA? As I will listen." Well, I'm confused. Let me see. Hi Jay, I just have a question. If you were back in the USA and you seen yourself a buying box, would you put in it that you miss from the USA? As I will listen. That question didn't make any sense, Mark Richard. Sorry, you have to repeat that again. Dennis Antonio said, "How do you think after the elections we could see a return to travel restrictions?" Actually, I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm positive. You know, I'm positive. I've been positive the whole time. You guys know. You guys have been watching me talk about everything happening, and I actually went against. I said the new year, right? I said the new year, beginning of new year, the country would be open, and I didn't had no idea, but I was right. When the new year hit, pretty much the country was open. It was almost the end of the year, but I don't think it's gonna go backwards, Dennis. I think it's going to go the other way. If there's a situation like what happened in China recently with them locking it down, do I miss? What do you mean? Things I miss? What I said about buying bucks? Oh, that I miss. Oh yeah, I think that I miss. Wouldn't be much. Wouldn't be much, Mark Richard. Wouldn't be much because I've been here so long, right? I wouldn't miss anything because now everything, everything I have is here. Like for instance, I have these candies, right? They're vegan candies, and I got them from a store here. Everything I like now, pretty much they have here. I've already adjusted, Mark Richard, so that wouldn't be something that I would even be worried about. Like for instance, I used to like Hanes underwear, right? They don't have the same Hanes. I'm not saying not Hanes. I mean to say Frugal. They don't have it in plenty. But the crazy thing is, I've already switched over to other underwear. Like a lot of times, I use tights. I found tights are much better. I do a lot of lifting weights. I do a lot of work in the gym, a lot of exercising. So I really wouldn't fill it with anything because I'm here now. I'm used to here. And John Smith said, "What about New York pizza?" I wouldn't even bring that either. I wouldn't even bring that either. I wouldn't even bring it frozen because right around the corner from me, they have nothing like New York pizza, but they have a pizza restaurant. It tastes almost like New York pizza, and it's an Italian guy. Yeah, only underwear. Like yeah, that's the thing. I would probably fill it with some underwear. Maybe some t-shirts. The t-shirts are very plentiful in the states, so I'll probably do that. But probably some small clothing, not much. Tony Anderson, what's going on, brother? We got Tony Anderson in the house. Hold on, let me see. We got Dennis Antonio said, "Hi, do you think after election we could see a return of Travis?" I answered that already. I don't think so. It also depends who gets elected, but I'm not going to speak on that because I don't have any political affiliations. And so yeah, Hope said chilling. Yeah, man, that's good to see, brother. And so, what's going on, Will? How you doing, man? What do you miss from the USA that you would put in a buying box? Yeah, it would pretty much be like I said, the underwear, stuff like that. But I really don't miss it, but I still would probably put it anyway. And so, let me see. Margaret just said, yeah, I meant, okay. What about New York pizza? Answered that already. So underwear tights, yeah. Yeah, actually, no, don't be wrong. Garrett, the tights, yeah, they're good, man. I like them. Anthony Thompson, what's going on? Good morning from Dallas, Texas. First time watching live broadcast. Thanks for watching, man. Thanks for watching. And so Garrett said, don't sleep on deep dish Chicago. More filling and great taste. Well, they actually have all of that here as Barrows. I mean, it's nothing like going to be like Chicago. I mean, Sbarro is from New York. They make good New York pizza. It's not anything like having a pizza from on Jamaica Avenue, which is extra greasy. If anybody's ever had that pizza, you know, like the pizza in the city, not bad, but it's nothing like the pizza you get on the Avenue, or the pizza you get somewhere in Brooklyn. That I do miss. Simply Rocco, what's going on, brother? Simply Rocco knows what I'm talking about when I talk about those pizzerias. And so, let me see. Mark Richards says some people say they can't get a good pair of scissors because they break right away. And also, they will bring a can opener because the can openers break right away as they're made in China. I don't think that's the case. I have a can opener that I've had for years, Mark Richard. Yeah, I have my can opener for 7 years, so I can't say that. Tidy whities. You know what? Yeah, the not the tidy whities, but the boxer briefs. But yeah, the tidy whities too. But I don't like the tidy whities. Usually, I get the tidy colorfuls. I call them the tidy colorfuls. Gangster gummy bear, what's going on? Keep it gangster. And so, Simply Rocco said, "Yeah, I also know to stay away from Sparrows." Yeah, it's true, and you can't have too much of it. It's not good for you. It's definitely not good for you. But yeah, guys. So I'm gonna start off. I guess I'm gonna get right into it. What is it? Only 10 minutes. I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna start off with the thing you already know, especially the brother Tony Anderson, he's the expert in traveling to the Philippines right now. I'm not. He is because he actually did it, so he's more of an expert than me. And so, of course, in the Philippines, the borders, you guys know they've reopened February 10th. Fully vaccinated people are now allowed from 157 visa-free countries, quarantine-free. And the thing is, I know you guys wish unvaccinated foreigners can get in, but that's not the case. But there is one country that will allow, actually two countries, three that are in Southeast Asia that will allow people in. You have Cambodia. Cambodia right now, you can travel out there. It's only for 14 days, no problem. Pretty soon, guys, Singapore. They're talking about it, having talks about it now. Singapore, pretty soon they will allow people to come in unvaccinated, so you guys can travel there. I mean, I've traveled to Singapore. I loved it. I definitely would visit again. Only thing I didn't like was how expensive everything was. Singapore is not a cheap place. It was extremely expensive, but I enjoyed myself there. I felt like I was in New York. And so Garrett said, fashion show underwear model Jay. Oh no, not at all, man. I'm definitely not an underwear model. I got a lot of work to do on my belly. But no, Singapore was cool, man. Singapore was cool. I liked Malaysia more. I like Malaysia a lot more, but Singapore was good. It really had that New York feel. I would speak to people in the street. I told you guys about it, and the guy was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I felt like I was talking to somebody in New York. Seriously, the way the guy related to me, it was amazing. I loved it. Everybody was open. Everybody was open and very forward, and everybody I met. This was in the main part though. It wasn't like in the countryside. Same thing in Malaysia. Everybody I met spoke great English, and of course, I was in the city area. I wasn't in the countryside. But Singapore, I had a good time. But yeah, they're talking about they're going to allow it open soon. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you guys may know this. Places like the Maldives allows unvaccinated in. But other than that, the country's doing it right now. A lot of foreigners that are coming from U.S. and UK, they're traveling to other places like Spain, South Africa. I mean, these places, they're you don't need to be vaccinated. Mexico. I think Brazil is one of them, and people are going there, and these countries are making tons of money. You know, because there are so many Americans that didn't get vaccinated. You know, of course, everybody would talk about it to make it seem like, yeah, no, everybody got it, everybody did get it, but no, not everybody did. So Mark Richards said, "Thanks, Jay, for answering my questions. Also, I'll be living on about 13 3,100 a month when I get there, and I have a girlfriend who I'm thinking about marrying who lives in Dumaguete. Can we survive on that?" Mark Richard, you will most definitely survive. You will most definitely survive. You will actually thrive. You'll be able to save money. Depends though on your budget. It's all on your budget. If you budget like I did when I first came, I spent about 2,500 when I first came, and spent I was very fruitful, meaning I ate whatever I want. I ate everything. I ate McDonald's, and my budget was still 2,500. I'm talking about I took Ubers everywhere. Huh? No, no, no. I'm talking about when I first came and I was buying everything like crazy. Yeah, it was about 2,500. Then it went down, and I still was very fruitful. Like I was in Manila, eating everywhere. You guys see my videos. I was going out different places and eating and going to different restaurants, and when I was doing that, my budget was only like 1,600. So Mark Richard, you'll definitely be fine. 3,100, you'll be saving money. You'll be saving money. Yeah, no. So thanks for your reply, Jay. I really love your channel. Thanks a lot for the support, Mark Richard. And so Garrett said, join the Belly Club. Join the Belly Club, Jay. I am known as Baby Buddha Belly now. I can't swim my 70 laps a day like I did in Florida, and it shows. I hear you, man. I still need to get on it myself. It's this exercise I'm doing. I'm doing the Adrian Bryan exercise right now, where you just sit there and you do he has an exercise called Look Better. You just sit there, jump. It's like I forgot what you call that exercise. It's like when you get down, do the push up, get down and come up and jump. It's like that. I forgot what you call it. I don't know why it slipped off my brain, but it's like you're doing that, but it's easy. Like you'll have a chair, and you're doing it in the chair, and you do it over and over and over, man. Before you know it, you do that for 3 minutes straight, then get a minute break, then do another 3 minutes. You're dripping water like crazy. Roy Jones said Jay was balling. I felt like I was, Roy Jones. I felt like I was, and I was living within my means. I was living within my means, spending 2,500. That was when I first came. Then after that, I was living off 1,600, no problem. And in Manila, doing whatever I want, taking Ubers, Grabs. Well, not Uber. Uber was out when I'm talking about when I first came, but then it was taking Grabs everywhere, everywhere. Everywhere. Grabs, No, it was no problem for me doing all of that on a 1,600, 1,800 budget. So, you know, a lot of guys will say, "Oh, well, no, it takes this." It doesn't take. Oh, yeah, burpee. Thanks, Maximus. It doesn't take a lot of money to live in the Philippines. You know, if somebody's spending, so I say, for instance, who was that said it? Who was that said it? It was his name is missing now. But anyway, I don't know why your name is missing. But yeah, uh, bro, 3,100. It's a lot. It's a lot. So you'll be living like a king with that. And with that budget of 2,500, I was still traveling around. Guys, I traveled to Singapore. I traveled to Malaysia. I traveled to Thailand, all within a month trip on that budget. You know, that was my budget. And so you don't need a lot of money. If you coming out with retiring with 5,000, oh man, you're rich. You're rich. You're gonna be saving money. You're gonna be saving. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised. Like it may happen with you too, brother. I forgot who you were. That set for 3,100. You'll be able to save money. That's if you don't come and go overboard. That's if you don't come. Like for instance, there was one guy and he didn't reach out to me. I have to check my email again, but from what I see, he didn't reach out to me. And he said, I'm not going to say his name, but he said, he was in a situation where he's paying for other family members. He's paying like for their budgets. Like one person goes to the hospital, they contact him, he's paying it. And I felt bad. Like, man, I said, contact me as soon as possible. Cause he's like, and I'm like, bro, you got to get out of that situation because he's in a situation to where once he wants to remove himself from it, then he's in danger. Because that's happening and he's in the Philippines. And so he's under the family's thumb right now. You know, he's under the family's thumb right now. And I felt bad. I'm like, man. And I said to Kay, I said, Kay, this guy is going to find himself in danger, you know? And I felt bad for him. I wanted to talk to him. I didn't want to tell him to straight up run from the situation. But, brother, tread lightly. You may want to get away from the grasp of the family. Say if you're living in the town with the family now, you may have to tell your lady, you know what? Let's move over here. Let's go to Cebu or let's go to Manila to where you're out of the grasp of the family because he's out there paying bills, paying medical bills, and all of that stuff. It's just crazy. Like for instance, something happened with my wife's uncle the other day, right? Me and my wife gave a small bit of money. It wasn't big, but everybody contributed. This guy told me, he said he was say one family is give one problem, and then he was giving money for that, and then one family give another problem, and I'm like, man, this guy's being used. He's being used. And so the McEastland said, I stayed with her family and I was able to do it under 1,000. Yeah, especially if you stay with family. You staying with family, you're gonna do it under 1,000. And it's funny too. You do it under 1,000, and the McEastlands knows. He knows. I understand. He didn't even need 1,000. Meaning, if he's with family, because me, I'm paying all my bills here, and I'm paying 900 for me and Kay with food, and I'm not even staying with family. So he probably could have been good with $500 a month. He could have been good off a Filipino salary to make Eastlands. It said Garrett said Dumaguete is a place of interest for Charlie and I too. New boardwalk there now looks fun. Yeah, I'm gonna go that way too. I'm going to travel soon, and I'm gonna make my way over there. I'm gonna go by Dumaguete. I'm gonna go by Cebu. I'm gonna go by Bacolod. I'm gonna do like a big trip in that area. And so Jordan Melby blog said good stuff, man. And so Prince Memphis, what's going on? And then Will Data is confirming. He said, Mark Richard, yes, you can on 3,100. Man, that's Mark Richard, brother. let me tell you. I gotta tell you my budget. I have to tell you, like, cause like I know a lot of times you hear from guys certain things, but let me tell you, I was in Manila, right? I was paying 18,000 a month for rent. That's like about 360 bucks, right? Overall, my budget was like 2,000 at the time, because the reason why it was 2,000, I was drinking every day. I wasn't smoking too much like I did when I was back in the States, but I was getting McDonald's every morning. K knows. I used to drive K crazy. That's how I got K blown up like a balloon. We actually lost that weight now, but I was every morning I was getting a egg and cheese sandwiches from McDonald's, and I would get like two or three of them with two hash browns. I would get three sandwiches, two hash browns, the orange juice, sometimes with the pancakes. I'm talking about guys. So you imagine, like, in the Philippines it's cheaper, but it's not that cheap. I'm talking about spending like $5 a day, if not more, on McDonald's every morning, because I would work all night, eat that in the morning, then go to sleep. And yeah, would drink too every day. Drink like at least three 40 ounces of 340 ounces of Red Horse. Every day. If not that, then I would have some alcohol. And with doing all of that, my budget was still under. No, it was still around 2,000. So I'm talking about eating anything I wanted, eating crazy, because eating crazy at McDonald's all the time is not expensive. Eating crazy, budget still way under 3,100. So you don't need a lot of money to live in the Philippines. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. You know, I'm saying it'll really be cheap, because that was the only thing though I was spending on. Some guys, and this happened when I first came. When you see everything cheap, and you may get caught up in that. If you see everything, when you're gonna come here and see everything cheaper than it is where you were, and you're gonna see that you can live like a king. So for a while, and I say you should enjoy it when you come to the Philippines. You should do that. You should live like a king for a while, because you're gonna come out here and say, "Wow, I got 3,100. I can go to Boracay. I have money to go here. I have money to go there." And you very well should, sir. You very well should. Don't be like those expats that come to the Philippines to die. I've said it in live streams all the time. Come to the Philippines to live, enjoy yourself, go around. Even while you're in the Philippines, go see other countries, you know? And I was living by example. That's what I did. I said, we gotta get out of here. Okay, it was like, oh, I miss Thailand, and you know what? We went to Thailand, and no offense against the Philippines, I love it. But in Thailand, I was eating everywhere. You necessarily can't eat everywhere in the Philippines. When I went to Thailand, when I was in Malaysia, street food all everywhere. You guys already know, street food city in those countries. And that's what I did. So that's what you'll be able to enjoy, Mark Richard. You'll be able to get out and go see some of these other countries. So talking about these other countries, okay, I'm going to get right into, of course, the next one here. Let me scroll out of this. One second, one second. Let me get out of this here. Oh, I don't know why this is messed up right here. One second, guys. But yeah, so also, like I was saying before, uh, they're saying Singapore is going to open it up. I hope so, because I would love to visit there. I mean, I'm not I'm going to be vaccinated, but you guys can go there unvaccinated. But that's the thing too. You know, if you guys are unvaccinated and don't want to come now, definitely get out and go see other places. Like, I'm speaking to other people. They're like, "Oh, well, I can't come. I'm going to go over to Mexico. I'm going to go over to Brazil. I'm going to go over to these places where you don't have to be vaccinated. Maybe I'll come to Philippines after." You know, go see these places. If Singapore opens soon, unvaccinated, go see Singapore. You know, only thing with Cambodia, it's only for 2 weeks. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, if you want to go for 2 weeks, that's fine. But some of you guys might say, "Hey, you know what? I'm not going there for 2 weeks." And so Will said, "Do 8 count bodybuilders." Okay. And so burpees remind me of training Still can't jump yet. Yeah, you'll get there. You'll get there. And so, Maxwell said, "Hey, Jordan, I got blocked on Mike's live stream because a mod there named Moogman thinks I am you and blocked me because I told him I'm not you." Okay, so you guys are talking. And so, I am created said, "It's true that an apostle cert of marriage can give you a pass on that travel insurance and return ticket. And is it true that an apostle cert of marriage?" Apostle cert of marriage. I'm not sure what you mean by apostle cert of marriage. Certificate of marriage can give you a pass on that travel insurance and return ticket. Well, if you, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I know me, I'm fine because I'm a permanent resident, but I'm not sure about the. It may be possible, but I don't know. I don't know that, so I don't want to give you the wrong answer. I would definitely look into that more. Maybe call up immigration, call up the Philippines immigration, speak with them, see if you can what they'll let you know, and then take it from there. And so Will says smash the like button, guys. Yes, smash the like button. And so Jordan Melby Blog said jump rope and jumping jacks work great also. Yeah, it does. It does. Me and Kay do that. We went down a little bit on the jump ropes, but we do jumping jacks all the time. Me and Kay, we go hard. We go hard. Not as hard as we should be, but we're gonna go hard soon. You guys say, Jay, wait a minute, you're starting to look like you're anorexic. You're looking sick now. But I'm gonna do it though. And so the McEastman said I had 2,000 pesos left on my trip, 1 month trip. Okay, that's good right there. And so Jordan Melby Block said I'll be going to the Phils for 2 weeks. Cool, man. Have fun when you get here. And if I'm in Manila, I'm willing to meet anyone in Manila. And so Prince Memphis said I'll be going to Phil's in 2 weeks. I will stay for maybe the 3 years. Wow. Congratulations on that, man. Congratulations on that long trip and that long stay. Because, for some guys, they're not coming to retire. It's not easy. It's not easy. You know, it's definitely not easy to just jump up and travel out of travel out of the U.S. You know, just to build yourself up to it takes work. Like a lot of guys get over here and those nervous feelings, they stay for a while. Even if you're retired with 3,000 a month, you get over here and be like, man, I actually did it. You feel those jitters for at least a week. Like, man, what am I doing? I was in the US, I was in my hometown and used to living, like this for a while, and then you change it up and then you go through those first then you start going through the culture shocks of being here, but you get used to it. You get used to it. And it's going to take that long too, Prince Memphis. It's going to take that 3 years for the Philippines to really get in your system and for you to get over you know, the other stuff. And by other stuff, I mean for you to get over you know, the things that just don't work out. The things that make the Philippines uncomfortable. It took me a while to get used to it too. And that's why I still talk about it. I don't care. Sometimes I get bashed by Filipinos. I know I'm sending it to UK, but I'm just being honest. I'm telling guys how it is. So when they come, they don't go, "Oh, why is this happening?" So you're not shocked, like, "Oh," because some guys was, "Oh, the Philippines is great," and you get over here and be shocked and be like, "Oh man, this is hell." It's not for everybody. Let me send Kay this link so Kay can join. Let me send her the link. Hold on, guys. Once I'm come right back. Join me. Oh, I'm sending it now. Okay, I'm sending it now. What? What you say? She's up there talking, y'all. She's up there talking crazy. Yeah, guys. So that's that. So also, of course, you guys already know about Thailand. Now, Thailand, they've been open for quite a while before the Philippines. There's a lot of countries, not too much, but some countries in Southeast Asia that were open before the Philippines, and that's what the Philippines followed, of course. The Philippines is follow are following these other countries, and they don't want to get left in the dust. And Thailand was one of the leaders, and they actually what Thailand did led to. We have to thank Thailand because they led to everybody opening. Because on February 1st, they actually introduced the so-called test and go entry program, where vaccinated foreigners can visit the country without mandatory quarantine. Oh man, did you guys hear that? It sounds like a cat just fell inside my house. That happens over here, guys. A cat just fell in my house. It's gonna climb out though, but a cat definitely just fell in my house. I don't know if you guys heard it, but yeah. So they said 80% of the country's vaccinated, and they opened in February 2022, open for tourism. They tried to open before that, then had to close. Then they tried to open before that, had to close, and that's why the Philippines followed suit. But now I think they're going to probably allow have no vaccination before the Philippines. So just keep a lookout, guys. Keep a lookout for what other countries are doing. Also, I want to give a thanks to Simply Rocco Philippines for the super chat, brother. I didn't see it. I was letting K inside of the stream, but he said also showing the love and support, brother. Thanks a lot for that, Simply Rocco. And also, thanks for the support, Crypto Trucker. He said, first time catching your live stream. I enjoy your sincerity of your videos. When they stop the vaccine nonsense, I'll stop in. And I hear you. That's why I mentioned it just now, Crypto Trucker. I know a lot of you guys just don't want to do it. You know, I know a lot of you guys don't want to do it, and I understand. And so, what's going on, George? How you doing, man? He said, hi, all. K Dallas, what's going on, brother? Also, Dennis and Antonio said doing burpees. Yeah, Dennis Antonio, make sure to check out Adrian Bryant, brother. He does it. He calls them look betters, but they call it their chair burpees. But trust me, look that up and watch that exercise he's doing. It looks like it's for play, but it's for real, man. You do that 3 minutes, 4 minutes in a row, then take a minute break. It works. You're burning tons of calories. And K Dallas, what's going on? And so Garrett said trying out for the Giants, Jay. Football eating in your past, yeah. Definitely. And so Simply Rocco said here in NYC, five doesn't even get you sausage egg muffin. Yeah. I bet. I know that. Yeah, it's really like that. And so Ron Thomas, what's going on? He says, sup, the Black Filipino TV. Just left to gig a week ago. I would love to meet you and Kay when I come back in August. Yeah, that's the thing. If me and Kay are in Manila, like when we were out there, we were into gigs. So you came probably. I'm not sure where you came, but I was out there, and I met Tony Anderson. I also met Ken Lib. This is about a month ago. But I'm always the kind of guy like if I'm around, if I'm in Manila, I'm open to meet anybody. That's just how I am. I'm open to meet anybody, almost everybody. So yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let guys know on the channel. I'll be back in Manila this week. I plan on going back actually, probably within a month. Probably within a couple of weeks. We'll go up. Me and Kay will go out there, catch some vlogs. She's gonna catch some vlogs for her channel, and maybe we even relocate back, but not completely leave the province, but have a place there too, just so we can go back and forth and not pay for the hotel. Because it's actually cheaper, guys. Hotel to go out there for a week is gonna be around 10,000. I can get a place in Manila for 10,000 every month for the year, pay it off in advance, and be able to go back anytime I want. Because paying it off in advance is going to be like $2,400 for the year. So is it worth it to go if I can go out there and Kay can make 5,000 off her vlogs, 5 to 6,000? It's worth it to pay for that place. You understand? So that's how I'm going to be doing it here in the Philippines now. And so Carlos Rabasa said, "What is monthly budget? My monthly budget right now is 900." 900,000 tops. 900,000 tops. And I'm talking about, I don't eat at many Western style restaurants right now because I'm in the province. But they have things here. Like I eat at restaurants all the time. Like I ate at McDonald's the other day. I ate at the pizza restaurant. I ate at Bushido last week. I ate everywhere, and I still eat out here, and it's still all within my 900 budget. I don't do it all the time, but I do still eat out here. And so Tiny Tim said, eat at Western style restaurants, staying at Western style condominiums, shopping at Robinsons exclusively will increase your budget, increase your spend. Yeah, it will. But a lot of times, guys are doing a lot more than that. That's what it is. And thanks a lot for the super chat, crypto trucker, and also simply Rocco. I'm not a rich man, so I appreciate it. I'm not retired on a big budget, not yet. So I do appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. I'm definitely not a rich man. It does help. And so Jordan Milby vlog said only 2 weeks. That is too short. And so Tony said, so true. Once you do everything after you get her, pay for everything, you will later come back to reality, have a budget on spending. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. And that's what happened with me. I got everything I needed, I got everything I wanted. Then I started budgeting, and I needed to too because when I came to the Philippines, I didn't bring much clothes. I pretty much gave everything I had away. I gave most of it away. I bought enough clothes to get by for at least a week, and then I started buying clothes when I got here. So I didn't pack like some guys will pack and bring their whole wardrobe. I didn't pack like that. I came light, you know. Carlos Martinez, how you doing? And so Los Philippines Life said, "Hi from Boko. Okay, what's going on? The baby girls in the house.
Hi. Thank you again for our super chatters and for the members
Yes,
that's here and the
yes,
moderator. Simple Rocco Philippines and Crypto Tracker.
yes. Very well
All right.
appreciated." And so Ron Thomas said, "I love Robinson's Mall." No, I hear you, man. I like the Robinson's grocery store. They have the nuts that I love. They have the party mix where it has like the chocolates in it, has the cashews and the peanuts, and they're like a dollar a pack. They're 50 pesos a pack, and I love them. I get like four of them every time I go.
It's not salty too.
Yeah, it's not salty too. No salt in the nuts.
So you mentioned all the countries already?
Well, not all of them. Also, I was going to mention with Thailand, they have a long
Mm-hmm.
stay special tourist visa now, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot better than it was before. Allows staying for up to 90 days, which can be extended twice, and each
Okay.
time for another 90 days.
Oh,
9 months of
that's
total
a
stay there.
regular. That's actually
hmm
the it's like back to
It's
normal
I know, but
process.
before you had to do the runs, you had to do so many visa runs. They're trying to put it
Uh,
into that now. They kind of put it into that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is good. Which is good. Now you don't have to go. "Oh, okay, I gotta go out and go here and there,
Mm-hmm.
and then they
Maybe
have a
that's
regular.
for is
hmm
that for foreigner only? Because in Philippine, as a Filipina, I think it's only 30 days for Filipina. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
probably for this
for
for
you guys
foreigners, visa
only.
free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, visa free. Most of you guys are. That's why I mentioned it. And so
It is visa free for us, but I mean it's only 30 days. You guys can stay longer. As it's
hmm
only 30 days, just like in the
hmm
Philippines when you come visit here. Anyway,
yeah, and
yeah, go
they
ahead.
penalize Filipinos, man. Like K almost got offloaded because Kay was going to be a teacher, and I'll let you explain it, Kay. Explain it.
No, I'm not actually. I went there as a tourist,
Oh yeah.
and our plan is really just a tourist. But I really plan to work there. But of course, I
Mhm.
gotta go there as a tourist. So that's the reason they're very strict because they know people go to Thailand to teach. And
Mhm.
I'm lucky because I met someone that's our ninang now, our godmother in our wedding. I met her in the airport and she said, "You're going there alone? Do you think you can enter alone?" And my friend who's supposed to be traveling with me is flying in Kuwait Airlines, something like that, and
Mhm.
they're flying later. But anyway, she helped me. I was offloaded. I not really offloaded. They said I need to be interviewed in the other room, like go to the other room, and then I was asked who you're gonna stay with, and the godmother, she's actually I know her, but I don't really know her that time. She helped me. She said, "Oh, she will be stay." She lied for me. she will be staying. She will be staying with me the whole time, and she's coming back because I have a return ticket. So anyway, I able to flew that day. We almost missed the flight actually, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she actually helped me a lot, and she became a godmother. She also helped me with the scammer that was trying to
Yeah.
scam me before. She's the
K
one who helped
K
me too.
Kay had a lot of trials and tribulations in her life. But
I know.
also it happens with Ken Lib too. Guys, let me tell you. When I met with Ken Lib, right? See me, I always tell the juicy stuff, right? Now, Ken Lib actually had a very, very juicy story, right? Now what happened was he took his girl, his wife, his now wife, to Thailand, right?
Mhm.
He took her to Thailand
That
and
time they're only girlfriend and
they were only boyfriend and
boyfriend,
girlfriend.
fiance.
She almost got offloaded. Actually, then she did get offloaded, right? Oh, no,
No,
no, she almost
they
got
fight for
offloaded.
it. They
Yeah, they fought
almost.
for it.
Mhm.
Um, they thought Ken Lib was trying to pimp out his girlfriend. They thought he was bringing her over there to pimp her out, right? So he thought he was bringing his girl to Thailand to pimp her out because he looks old. He looks a lot older than her. So they were like, and the immigration officer was like, oh, you can tell me if he's like doing something to you, and like she's like,
No, they
no, no,
actually they separate the interview in a separate room. So
yeah,
just to see if their answer
and it
match
did
each
match,
other, and it did match, and they're able
yeah,
to flew in and going to Thailand. That was
they
way
were
back
able to,
2018, 19
yeah,
before
but
pandemic.
they do that, over here, like they'll Philippines immigration don't play.
Mm-hmm.
Say you could bring the Filipina out, especially if she's younger than you. You just going on vacation to Thailand, and some of you guys know, so it may have happened to some of you guys too. They're questioning your lady in the airport. They're bringing you in a separate room,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, guys, you see, I've talked about these stories too. That's why Philippines does it. So many people are being trafficked and all over the world, and they're really on top of it. They're really on top of it. And so, Garrett said we are going to all of the countries we can go to. Travel is my passion. Soon to be Charlie's too. I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it said Garrett 3 15 minute 15 3 by 15 with 2 minute breaks trying to improve. Okay. So you guys talking about getting your workout on. And so the Lost Philippine Life said I've never heard them check the return ticket in the Philippines on their airlines like Japan Airlines and Cathay Pacific when I'm
Mm-hmm.
en route. Even immigration never checks it when extending visas.
That's good. Actually,
Hmm.
just in case, it depends on the immigration officer. So you still need to really have a return ticket. Of course, it's really required because you never know who. Some immigration is really strict, but some it's like okay, just go, go, go. They know you have a return ticket already, so
Hmm.
you, yeah, that's good that they doesn't really like too strict when it comes to that. But
Yeah.
you still need to prepare that.
And Tiny Tim said the government is pretty strict on their own people that are unvaccinated. Travel, jobs, working, etc. I'm not sure they will ever allow unvaccinated visitors.
Hmm.
I've kind of felt the same way. I kind of feel the same way, Tiny Tim, and that's true. I think, but no, no, actually, I can't say that. I say when other countries start to ease up,
Hmm.
and if there's not another surge, they will. But if that doesn't happen, they're not going to ease up.
And also, guys, we didn't know about Cebu yet. If you can still enter, if you can enter
Yeah.
unvaccinated, but we actually checking some flight going to Cebu, and Cebu Pacific have sale right now to 88 pesos only. But if you combine it all together, it's also 9,000. It depends. It's actually some is 6,000.
Hmm.
So we'll see. But they are 88 for no per one
Pesos, yeah.
way. 88 pesos.
Hmm.
But it's not really 88 pesos, of course.
Hmm.
Smash it like button, guys. And
Yes,
then
yes.
you look good, bro, from Ron
Thanks a lot. Thanks a
Thomas.
lot. Thanks a lot, Ron. And so Garrett said only 23 I like so far. We need to up that. Thanks a lot for that, Garrett. And so Jeep and Guy said,
Guy. Hmm.
is it true that people that owe back child support can get into the Philippines? Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think I'm not sure how the process goes for that, but
Mm-hmm.
I think they report that. They report that to you know
Their passport.
they report it to what's the name of that agency? I think it's they report it to forgot what international travel agency. You guys know what I'm talking about. And yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. You got to check on it. I know though if you have back child support, they'll cancel your passport if you owe back child support. So you
I
definitely
can
have to
hear
look on
the
it.
air. I can
You hear the
hear
air?
the air.
You hear the air?
Yeah, but it's not too loud like before. Because
Okay.
guys, we bought a new cooler, air cooler, because it's super hot here in the Philippines right now, even at night. So
Mhm.
anyway, you can also ask Simple Rocco, because Simple Rocco mentioned about child support and he's planning to visit the Philippines and he's working on the
Mhm.
child support thing. You can Simple Rocco Philippines is here, Japan guy, and you can ask him as well if he has any, you know, idea that or opinion about it. Prince Memphis said,
Mhm.
"I'm fortunate to have an online job. Still like 30 years before I can retire."
Yeah, I hear you. That's me too.
You
I'm in the
breathing,
same boat as
maybe
you. What?
yeah, it's in your nose and you're
No, it's just
breathing on it.
it's the same as me too. I still have a while before I retire. I'm only 40, so and so Jeeping, they might find out when you renew your first visa. Yeah, I'm not sure how it works because I don't work for Philippines immigration, but I do know I wouldn't want to owe something like that and be in another country. Wow, that it's much more than I can do now, sir. And so then it said next August, Cebu, Camiguin, Sikuhor, and Bohol, 4 week stay. Cool, man. Have a good
Enjoy.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Who know? I may be out there around that time too. And so Mark Richards said 4 years ago I stayed at the Best Western in Makati, Jay. Do you know where that is? Yes, I do know where it is.
Best Western, where's that?
Hmm.
Do you know where it is?
I don't know exactly where street it's on. I think it's over there by it's close by the mall over there. Um, I bet you it is. Hold on.
Jay went to somewhere else without my knowledge. I'm joking. Best Western, is that a hotel name? Maybe
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
yeah,
hotel name.
that's a motel in the states. Yep, it's over there by Century City Mall and by SM
Ah,
Jazz
okay.
Mall. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know exactly what that is. That's over close by I think it's close by the main street when you're going to Pasay.
Mm-hmm.
That's over there. I think
Jordan
Century.
Melby Blogs. I know Jordan Melby Blogs. I think he went in your live stream before too. If they don't open it, I'll just buy a CDC card.
Okay.
Dennis Antonio, all right. Act of kindness, inspired helping others. I'm here for life. And very, very, very happy. Yes. Share
Yes.
your blessings. Thank you for sharing your blessing. Acts of kindness. I think acts of kindness joined our live stream before too.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you again, Simper Rocco, for the super chat and crypto trucker. Thank you so
Hmm.
much, guys, for the super chat. And we have Roger said, Kat Bulgor. High points for duty. You want me to keep reading?
Yeah, yeah. And so let's see here.
Simple
Tiny
Rocco
Sim
said, I just sent some words. Okay, go, sorry.
it said if a country requires the vaccine, respect the country and their laws. There are alternatives you can visit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There always are, but I know what you guys are feeling. Hopefully things will open up more soon, but it's just not the case right now because for the most part, all of Southeast Asia, I'm looking right now, guys, in all of Southeast Asia, you have to you have to be vaccinated almost everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is.
So close to the camera.
I am.
No haters. Me. No haters from Garrett. No haters are talking loco or crazy on this channel. All is positive here only. Like the seal says, seek life elsewhere. I'm a former beach master and had seal knives to my neck many times in training. Yes, that's one of our moderator, Garrett Alston. Thank you so much. Nightwing said, "Hey Jay, are you following the NBA playoffs
Oh yeah, I am. I'm watching and
every day,
watching.
guys? Every
I'm
day."
watching. No, I don't watch the games, but Brooklyn. Oh man, yeah, I see what's happening. I see Brooklyn about to get eliminated. Um, they, I'm surprised KD and Kyrie let Boston get their heart. I'm telling you, this is the biggest disappointment. Because if those guys would have had at least Kyrie or even James Harden, they would have won. They would have beaten the champions last year, and that's facts. And so let me keep reading. So check out the Verwood's Airbnb. It's super lavish. Okay. Yeah, I may check it out when
Pervoods.
I'm back in Manila. If it's so much in Manila, I'll
Is that
definitely
in
check it out.
Quezon City
Hmm.
or is it in Taguig, Ron Thomas? Link 111. Good morning, Kuya J and crew. 35 minutes late, pero I made it. LOL. Where's your push up? Link. Super Roku Philippines, trust me, I'm not rich either, but you are a great guy and give a lot of info. Oh, that's from. Yeah, because she said thank you for the super chat.
Hmm.
All right.
So Ron Thomas said correction of Verwoods.
I hear Bear Woods. I'm not sure if it's in Quezon City or in Taguig.
Yeah,
You're done with it.
Vietnam. And so no, Simply Rocco said what about Vietnam? And that was actually who I had next. It's just with this with everything here, my computer is like freezing up on me a little bit.
It is?
But it's fine, I
You
got it
can use
back
the
now.
other laptop.
So yeah, it says Taiwan borders remain closed to tourism beginning January 2020. Entry restrictions for foreign nationals have been tightened. Currently, foreign nationals without a residency permit are not allowed to enter Taiwan unless they obtain special permission, mainly for emergency or humanitarian reasons, and a visa beforehand. Tourism is not accepted as a purpose of visit. So it says Taiwan travel status open for tourism? No. Vaccination required? No, because it's not open for tourism. Mandatory quarantine? Yes, no matter what. So they are. It says, and also it says the percentage of the population vaccinated, 85%. So I'm not sure what's happening on that. This what I'm reading right now could have been from a couple of months ago, but guys, it's just some countries. I'm surprised there's countries out there that are more strict than the Philippines, but I guess Taiwan is like that right there. And also, you can look up their travel advisories on boca.gov.tw. And I know a lot of guys that actually like traveling to the Philippines travel to Taiwan. You know, there's a lot of guys that may travel to like certain places like that, like Taiwan, Cambodia. Um,
Wow.
yeah, and so Vietnam, I know was one of those places guys just like traveling to, and guys will still have to wait. I actually want to visit there
Vietnam is
myself.
closed too.
Yeah,
Vietnam
it
is
says it's
closed too.
closed. Yep,
Oh,
it
okay.
says it closed. And let me
All
let me
right.
look up on that more because that's crazy. Why is Vietnam still closed? 'Cause I still want to travel to Vietnam. What's that? The main part of Vietnam? I know it's not too much there, but I want to
I
go to the main part.
forgot.
Hmm.
We actually, guys, if we have more time, we actually want to visit. We want to visit Vietnam too because we're in Thailand. We can go to Cambodia, and then ride going to Vietnam. It's really like close to each other.
So now I'm looking here. This is from the 14th. It says Vietnam has reopened its borders to all foreign tourists, travelers who meet visa and health requirements. Regular international commercial flights, including to Australia, are operating. To travel to Vietnam, you must have evidence of a negative PCR test taken within 72 hours of departure to Vietnam. Alternately, you can have evidence of a negative rapid antigen test administered by a medical professional. So it says travel around the country may be challenging. Entry and social distancing measures vary between provinces. These measures may change at short notice and may impact your ability to travel and access essential services. Follow the advice of local authorities. So they're open. Now, it didn't say, I didn't see anything about being fully vaccinated. It just said Negative P. Let me see here. Now let me check this, guys. Now, do you?
Let me read some comment here while you're doing that.
Okay.
We have Garrett here. K in the house. I need 100K. Joke only 100 push up. I don't do push up, Garrett. I don't know how to do push up. But Link said, smart move, Jay. Traveled light. Good morning, Good morning, Atika. Hello, Link. 111. What about Vietnam? Ah, yeah, simple ko asked that already.
Hmm.
Hello, Tony Anderson, my friend. How are you this wonderful day? Garrett from Link. Link is okay. You guys connected to each other. Hafid Alfarah. Hi, can I retire in 700 monthly? Oh my gosh, we need to answer that. So
Hmm.
I'll wait for you. What it says there in Thailand, in Vietnam.
It says even if you are up to date with your, you may still be at risk for getting spread COVID in 1 2 years. Let me see if you have a weakened immune system. No, this is reading regular stuff. Hold on,
How
this
about
is
on the article that we were reading? It says it's not
that
open.
that that's outdated.
Ah, okay.
That's outdated. So.
If you scroll up a little bit, you can see the opening, like Philippines open in February 2022, and there's some countries that open.
Mhm.
It doesn't show there.
Yeah, no, it's given all of that, but it's outdated because I was reading it and I'm not going to read something outdated. So we're going to have to squash that and
Mm-hmm.
just talk about regular stuff. That's all. Doesn't happen. We just have
Okay.
to adjust. We just have to adjust. But this is outdated, so I'll just X that out because now I read that and then if I look somewhere else and it says it's open now, it opened actually. See that article probably was from a month ago because something even told a month ago was too late because
Mm-hmm.
February 14th it opened. So that's what it's saying.
Oh,
And it says if
yeah.
you must travel during days six now, it says you're waiting for results of a COVID-19 test. You tested positive for COVID-19. Don't travel if you have COVID-19 symptoms. You tested positive. You're waiting for results. You had close contact. Do not travel until the 5 days after your last close contact with someone with COVID. And it's just talking about the regular stuff here. Let me go back and see. See, and I have to scrap for this, guys. Now it says this. It says no. I'm trying to see if they're allowing people unvaccinated.
I will help Jay to search that, guys. I just missed. Okay.
Yeah, so they still it says they have reduced quarantine requirements for fully vaccinated international travelers. So I'm trying to see if it says reduced quarantines if you can travel without being travel and those entering the country as of March 16th. Vienna must confirm the cases. Those planning to travel to Vienna should be aware. Latest restrictions currently in place. Foreign arrivals take COVID-19. Hold up, let me see. Ministry of Health. It's been foreign arrivals. That's for office letter. Foreign arrivals required to take a COVID-19 test 24 hours before entering Vietnam. Make a health declaration before entry and download the PC COVID app. In, in case a COVID test is not taken prior to departure, a test will be taken 24 hours after arriving in Vietnam. If negative, travelers can travel anywhere within Vietnam. No quarantine required. Tourists entering Vietnam should also have medical or travel insurance. The e-visa government website. Vietnam's government on March 15 agreed to resume its visa exemption policy for 13 countries, which is Belarus, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Norway, Russia, South Korea, Spain, Sweden, and the UK. No US, which is crazy. So no U.S. is allowed yet. So the government has agreed to reopen Vietnam for international tourism for March 15th. A detailed reopening plan is expected to be released soon. Vietnam lifted restrictions on the frequency. Vietnam scrapped the quick test for COVID-19 for international travelers before boarding and after arriving in Vietnam. The measure had earlier been imposed for travelers coming from countries that had detected the Omicron variant. However, the negative RT-PCR COVID-19 test 72 hours prior to boarding for international Arrivals remain. The government on January 18th, new directive. It's not showing anything about being fully vaccinated.
Yeah, it shows here in for domestic only. Passenger and domestic flights are required to meet one of the following requirements: be fully
Oh
vaccinated for
yeah,
at least 14
Vietnam plans
days.
to allow fully vaccinated foreign tourists. So yeah, so now yeah, no matter what, I was trying to see if it wasn't, but yeah, still you have to be fully vaccinated to enter there.
Yeah, there's still ano.
Hmm.
Okay, so you want me to go
So
back
yeah,
and
now
reading
he
the
said, how
comments?
can I retire? Can I retire in 700 monthly?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a hard retirement.
It depends on are you
I
living
felt
alone? Are you? It's still hard because it
I wouldn't
depends if
suggest that. You can do it. It'd be hard. You'd be out here living like a Filipino. Don't be wrong. I'm on 900 right now, but you be out here. You won't really be able to go out and go get a snack when you want it that much. You know, if you're drinking, you're gonna be squeezing it every month. If you have a savings, I say come out here with 30,000 savings for leeway, just to give yourself some leeway to enjoy yourself somewhat. Because 700 a month, you're really pushing it. Don't be wrong, it can be done. If you're living like a
unless
Filipino,
you wanna stay in the province, there's also room
you
you
have to
can
stay in the
stay for
province.
2,500. That's
Hmm.
per month, and also the food. It may cost you like around 500 to 600 for everything, and you have only 100 to go around, and you have extra 100 if you are alone. What if you're trying to get a girlfriend, or you're if you are having unless the place you're staying, if you have a girlfriend here
Hmm.
has their own place, so all you need to do is pay for the food. That's it. And she also have you can pay the electricity and everything, but still 700 is too low.
Hmm.
But you can make it if you just want to make it, like of
Yeah.
course 700 is still 700.
I mean, I'll give you guys my budget of what I'm spending on, and you guys are gonna say, okay, yeah, I see how he's making it work. All right, now my
Jay
budget.
has a copy.
Yeah, I
So
got it over here. I got it right on my cell phone. Hold on, let me go to my budget here. All right, so I pay 120 for rent. I pay 100 for internet. Now I'm paying for internet in two locations. Paying for internet here and also in Rojas, where Kay's mother's house is. I got 300 for food. And food, that's covering, like, say every time I go to the store, I probably spend like 1,000, right, Kay? 1,000 sometimes two. So sometimes I go to the
food
store.
is expensive now, guys, because
Yeah,
of the oil problem.
because
The
of the oil price.
gas,
Yep.
yeah, the oil price, the gas is so high, transportation
Hmm.
is so high too. Go ahead,
Yeah.
baby.
So 300 for food, $10 for my water, 100 for insurance. That's for me and Kay, full coverage. 60 for the phone. That's for Kay's phone. I have a prepaid. Kay speaks with her sisters and everything, so her phone is the plan, and it's still under 60. I just put 60, just to be sure. 100 for transportation. So add all that up. What's that? We got 120 plus the 100 plus 300 plus 10 plus 100 plus 60 plus 100. Let me see here. Let me add that up, guys. 1 second.
You include
100.
the water bill, and electricity.
Yeah, that's 10 plus.
Ah, okay.
I didn't include electricity. That's what, three. I say three, right?
3,000.
Plus 100,
Our electricity, guys, is 3,000 pesos. Sometimes 2,900. So it's just
20
going between 2,900 to
plus
3,000.
100
So
plus
700 can, but
300 plus. Because this is for me and K.
mm-hmm.
So you
So you're alone
plus
only. So maybe if you're alone, if you have no girlfriend or no
100
wife, you can make it.
plus 60 plus 100.
And that money doesn't include traveling. We cannot go to. Does not include going to
Yeah.
Manila.
So I
Mhm.
say I say 20,000 food because I actually spend more. I spend more on food, more than 300 on food a month.
We eat
I spent
outside too
I probably spend
sometimes.
about another 5,000 pesos to eat out. So that'd be 20,000 food.
So overall, that comes up to 890, and that's even with
800.
20,000 food budget. And that's 20,000 a month for food. That's $400 a month for food. That's like some, of course, not now, but I used to spend that when I was back in the states. I spent about $500 a month on food. So yeah, 400 a month on food. That means I'm not starving myself. 110 for my water bill, 100 for insurance. So I got my insurance covered. Um, transportation covered, internet
Why you
covered in two
why
locations.
your water bill is 110?
I said 10 only.
I thought you said
Oh
110
no no,
water bill.
60 for insurance, 60 for phone. So yeah. Oh no
Only
no, I
thing,
forgot another 60. So that's
half it,
nine.
we don't
Let's see.
travel. That doesn't include going to Manila, going to Boracay, going to,
Oh
like,
yeah yeah.
it's gonna be separate
Doesn't include
if
that.
you wanna.
So
That's only a daily living, like a
this is
daily,
without doing that. Yeah. If you
without
want to
any
include
travel.
the
Hmm.
extras, like me and Kay are going to go to Manila probably in 2 weeks to a month. That's going to be 10,000 for the week. Me
That's
and
only
Kay are
for
gonna.
the place, just to
That's only for
stay.
the place, yeah. Then the spending, and then me and Kay are gonna go on. We're gonna
We
go on a
actually.
trip to around Cebu.
Mhm.
That's gonna be woo. Probably gonna spend 40,000 on
So,
that. Yeah, it
so
adds up.
I wanna tell you, last 2 weeks ago we went to Manila. Our place that we stay, we that's actually the cheapest that we can get.
7,000, right?
Okay, almost 10, because we
Hmm.
went to the other place too. Before
Oh yeah,
that, we
yeah,
stayed there
yeah.
for almost like 7 days. We spent 10,000 for the place. We spend for the food. You spend the 5,000, and then another. It's like we almost spent 25,000 for just 7 days. 25,000 is how much? Like
That's $500.
$500 for only 7 days, just going to Manila and do some other stuff. It's not even like I didn't even buy a lot of stuff when I went to Taytay. I just went there and blog. But I mean, that's the example of maybe the 700 is not enough if you want to travel
But
around. But if you want
it
to stay in
it
one
could
place,
be
it's
done.
okay.
It could be
Mm-hmm.
done because like on certain places, like in the Philippines, like it's certain areas out here, even where we are, you can get your monthly rent for 3,000.
Yeah, that's why I
And
said if you stay in one location,
yeah,
that's possible. Or if you're in Cebu, you can travel to Dumaguete by a bus or something. It's
yep,
closer. Like, oh no, not Cebu. I mean, but that's by a boat. Dumaguete to Cebu is by a boat.
yeah.
So
Yeah, if you're over there, you'll probably have more fun with it. Um, if you're in Manila, that's gonna be hard because you're in Manila, paying 6,000 a month for rent. You can find something for 6,000 in Manila, you know,
mm-hmm.
but it's not gonna be where you want to be. Like for instance, when I first moved out here, me and Kay were paying 7,500, and the place had rats, not rats, but it had mice, and it had the super big cockroaches. Those are here too, but and not the small ones, guys, the big ones. But those are everywhere in the Philippines. But still, the mice, it was crazy. I don't like it, but it was there. It was mice infested.
All right, so guys, we go back to the comment section now. We have here Jordan Melville Blog say emergency mandates end in September for Philippines. Oh yeah, that's good to know, Jordan. Hopefully soon for you, especially those people who want to visit here. Garrett Alston, hey to all coming now. Kay is here now, so you can officially you are officially late. I need my 10 burpees, please. I don't even know how to do burpees, Garrett.
Hmm.
Is that the one?
And so,
Anyway,
well, let me answer Link. Link has a question for me. He said,
okay.
question for this Kuya J. So when quoting a Panay that is in a different part of over there, like countries that have been politically in our news feeds, does this cause issues at our embassy? When quoting a Panay that is in different parts of over there, like countries that have been politically in our news feeds, that's confusing. Link, it didn't make any sense.
He said, I'm courting a Pinay that is in a maybe different part of the Philippines, I think, that have been politically in our newsfeed. Explain more, Link, because what you're
Yeah,
trying to say, yeah, explain more. We're nose bleeding here.
yeah. Let me
Explain
see.
more. Your ano, because maybe it's too general. It's a general question. What do you mean
He says,
politically in our news feeds?
he says, sometimes I wonder if there's
Is
any
that
extra layer of security causing major delays due to things that could deny us to go forward. Can some of you that had the issue, can you explain how you got past this? I don't know. I think you got to explain the other question for us a little bit more. And so Prince Memphis said if you owe too much money, they will revoke your passport. They report the state to the State Department.
if you
Interpol, that's it. Yep. Los Philippines Life said it. Interpol.
You
That's the
miss
ones that go
the
up on.
comment here of Carlos Rabasa. I will be in the Philippines on August 11 in
Oh
Tacloban
yeah.
area. Last visit was 2018. And also Tony said, I was doing grocery shopping in the PH at Seymour. Tony, share with us. What can you say about how much the expense? How much
Yeah,
did you
sure.
spend in buying some stuff? Because right now, guys, when we buy the the tricycle is more now because
Yeah.
E&J only has a special ride. So it's like we're riding a grab for the price, right, babe? And it's too
Hmm.
close. And it's not even aircon. So there's a lot of stuff here, vegetable that a little bit higher compared to before. So when you compare, it's a little bit more. So there's a lot of changes when it comes to shopping and also grocery.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
all
said
the negative. Mhm.
Jared said, Jay, how old is Mona now? What a great short video. She's 42.
Yeah, you didn't watch the video.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, 42. Maybe this in here because we were teasing them that she's
Yeah.
24. But my uncle is teasing that she's 24, but she's 42 years old already.
Hmm. Hmm.
But she's still looking young for 42.
Hmm. And so Lynn Livingston said, greetings. When Nasada, Casada, and common law is introduced, people will be traveling freely. And so Phil said they are not open for travel until they drop the fake vaccine stupidity. Yeah, hey, it's like that for a lot of guys. Dexter Perkins, what's going on, brother? And
What's
also, how
up,
you doing,
guys?
Phil, what's up, guys? How everyone doing in the States, Philippines? What's good, J and K? What's going on, Dexter?
We're
And so
doing
David
great.
Lampkin said, "Yes, I travel to Pai all the time. Yeah, that's where I want to go to Tapai, to Pai.
Where?
I want to go there.
Taipei. That's
Yeah,
Taipei.
Taipei. Yeah, Taipei, Taiwan. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
want to travel there myself." And he
Actually,
said,
before pandemic, guys, sorry to catch up.
"No, okay, good.
Before pandemic, Jenna is already like searching about the flight to Taipei. Remember?
We were gonna
Because
go,
we're gonna go
and then
there,
pandemic
and
hit. Yeah.
before pandemic, like we're searching, we're gonna go because you need to save money to travel outside the country. But we're searching Taipei because Taipei is there's a lot of sale in Taipei. Remember, we actually
Hmm.
searching the flight, the ticket. It's a little bit cheap, and now it's like everything. It's not easy to travel. You need to really have a budget to travel,
Hmm.
especially outside the country.
But that's what me and Kate would do. We would plan for it for like really only a month. It didn't really take much to plan to travel outside. Just okay, I'm gonna save this for this, and
Mm-hmm.
then boom, we were gone. We always did it like that. Even when we
No,
traveled out for a month.
Jay is like that. Jay is like, boom, fly right away. I was like, I want to be more planning, but Jay is like, okay, let's go.
That's me, because it's no time like the present.
So
Something
Link
going on
said,
now. Okay, let's go. Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
that David Lamkes said, just need to, I don't know, you just need to spend the extra money and go to Philippine Airlines nonstop.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Direct. Jeepney guy. At first, I love the name. Got a jeepney
That's
too.
what Tony
Got a
did.
jeep too. All right, so he's talking. Garrett is talking to jeepney guy.
Hmm.
Purpose no, okay.
So Link said, question for K and J. When you first met K, how did you get her to give up her teacher's job so easy? K, was there any fear? I'm asking because if my Panay has such a career, J, how do I do this? K, man, K, it was easy. K wanted love. K didn't really care about that.
I
K,
care about it,
she
but
didn't. Well, I'll tell you this. K went to be a teacher for love. K left being a teacher for love. K K follows her heart truly. That's why I fell in love with K because she really follows her heart. She loves hard, and she's innocent with her love. Like she's really innocent, And I've known because I've been around women all my life in the city girls. I've been around girls that live the true city girl life. You got that really that's like a New York originated thing a little bit. The city girl life. It's so easy for
Mhm.
girls to live the city girl life in New York because you go over to New York City and then you can meet a millionaire like that. You can meet a guy that can pay the rest of your life like that, and they're there right in the city of Brooklyn, Manhattan. So
Mhm.
girls will having city girl summers with guys that are paying for them to do all kinds of things, and man, you see girls, good girls going bad. Like when Jay said, the city's filled with them.
Mhm.
It's New York, man, and Kay was nowhere near that. Like I can read through a girl like a bad girl like that, and Kay was just so innocent. She was just so innocent, and and then when I seen she was really willing to follow her heart because she told me about her story and how she moved to Thailand, and I'm like, man, she did that for that. She was being honest. I can tell when someone's being honest with me. I said, man,
Now
this girl,
supposed to be in
you should keep
Singapore,
her.
guys,
Yeah,
because my ex Indian boyfriend said it's easy for him to visit Singapore because he cannot visit the Philippines. I said okay, so I apply in Singapore, but the the agency was taking forever, so I decided to apply in Thailand. And he said, "Why are you going to Thailand? There's not good there." Blah blah blah. Anyway, I able to enter, but the question I want to answer the question of Link, like, do you have any fear? Of course, I have some fear, but that time Jay and I already working online while I'm working.
she was.
What my fear is my family, because my they doesn't know that I'm coming for good. I'm going home for good, but we're able to put my sister in school already, and my youngest is going to be graduating soon. So we support, all of us girl sisters are supporting her. So, and also this time I was like, I want to do it for myself, like I want to have my own family. I'm not getting any younger, so I said I want to have my own family. And then I also work with Jay together online. So when I resign, I really doesn't resign.
She
I
yeah, she
that
worked with me the whole
That's
time.
actually summer, and the directors thought I'm coming back because he said, if you're coming back, I'm gonna make you as the head of the English department. Because if nobody's coming back,
I probably
but
should have let you go back, kid. I
yeah, we
probably should have went to
actually
Thailand. Cause you know what's
Jay and I
funny?
is
I'll tell
talking
you guys
about it.
this.
Like we should just stay
Kay
in
when Kay
Thailand.
when
Mhm.
Kay left Thailand, right? Kay was making like $800 a month. If Kay would have been the head of the English department, Kay probably would have been making money almost like she was, she probably making 1,200, 1,300 bucks. Kay would have been able to support me in the Philippines even. Like think about it, guys. Kay would have been making in Thailand like 1,300 bucks a month. I would have already been making over 2,000, 3,000. The combination would have been woof. But
And the
I
cost
wouldn't
of
have had to be
living
in.
is super cheap there, guys. The
It is. It's cheaper.
house, the
Yeah.
food, is
And I
cheaper
would have been able
compared to
to
the
live there, but no
Philippines.
problem. I would have had to do visa runs because me and Kay would get married. So yeah, but
I
it's
can
alright. I'm
put him
here.
under me, non visa, something like that, non B visa, something like that, under my work permit. But anyway,
Hmm.
I have no regret because I'm
Yeah, no
happy
regrets.
to be. Yeah, no regrets. I'm happy. I know I do the right choice. I did the right choice. I choose him, and everything go well anyway after that. So yeah, I have fear, but you just need
You
to
know what it
trust the
was.
process.
You know what it was. The link. Why she didn't have to fear because she was situated. Meaning, me and Kay, she started working with me, and then she already seen. Okay, she actually had an income. She was actually making an income, and
Hmm.
for that reason, so she was able to pay her bills that she had, so she wasn't worried about anything. So she didn't have me for months when she came to the Philippines, but still she was fine. She was able to pay rent, things like that. So
I was
yeah,
working online to that time, guys. When I come
hmm
back, I didn't like just come back and do
yeah, she
nothing.
just
I
come back.
was
Yeah,
working online. Anyway, let's go back, guys. This long love story. Garrett said, "Push up now." In the past, my J famous bell is changed the requirements. Hi, OZ411. Hey,
Ozzy, how you
PH.
doing?
Ozzy. Are you from Australia?
Probably yeah.
Jippen guy said, I wasn't a full speed ahead guy, more of the few, the proud. I appreciate the time you dedicated to your country. All right, Dari, visitors from the United States must present negative RT-PCR or antigen test taken 72 hours and 24 hours for antigen test before departing to Vietnam. Okay. Thank you, Dari. Visitors from the United States are not required to quarantine after entering Vietnam, and you have to show negative for the vid. But Dari, can you enter without the vaccination card? Because
No,
I
I
think
seen
you need,
vaccine.
yeah, you need to
Yeah, I
vaccinate it.
seen it.
Okay.
I seen it. Sleeping on the beach for 700. Dari says sleeping on the beach for 700. Well, no, not necessarily. You can do it. I just wouldn't suggest it. You know, I wouldn't suggest it. There's always something that comes up. Always, always
It's
something that comes up.
possible, but only thing is, what if medical? Did you include the medical on your, ano, on your?
That's like, say if you're gonna come to the Philippines and you're gonna have that money, and then you're gonna start a YouTube channel, and if your YouTube channel gets to the point, it takes a while, where it's starting to make an income,
Mm-hmm.
then you'd be okay, because that you can make it out here and mess around and make more than $800 on your YouTube, so that's double your money. It's possible. That's very possible, but you'd have to plan like that. Say if you were a guy like that, say you were going to double up and have more than one income coming in, more than just your retirement or however you're getting that 700, then it's a good situation,
Mm-hmm.
because this like that's a great second income, like doing YouTube. Doesn't have to be showing your life in the Philippines. You could be doing something else,
Mm-hmm.
showing something else. And that's why I'm going to go end up getting a place back in Manila because me and Kay were crunching numbers up, right, guys? And it's like, man, Kay, all you need to do is make more than this, So me and Kay did the math on it, and it said, if K made more than 10,000 pesos of what their place would be, 10,000 pesos a month, of course it's gonna be more than that. But say maybe
On my
20,000
YouTube, we're
pesos a
talking
month,
about my YouTube
24,000
channel,
pesos.
guys.
K's YouTube. So if K's YouTube channel is able to make at least 30,000, 40,000 pesos a month, it would make sense to go back because she's gonna grow exponentially, and also, that's gonna be clothing business. It's a lot of things that go into her channel. So that would be more income generated on top of income generated from her. On top of income, it would be 4 or 5 more incomes. So it's a plan behind it. So I think it would be worth it. Paying that 20,000 a month for the internet and whatever else I need to pay for will be worth it because she already has the people. She has the people that are going to watch her. Kay is one of the most established people when it comes to doing the tie and the shopping videos, and she's also hitting right now. And it's crazy because this is in what, April, right, Kay? April. She's hitting in
Yeah.
April, so
April is not, it's really a slow
it's
season,
it's
but
a slow
August we're
season.
gonna be slow season too. But
August gonna be still. She's hitting now, so that means it's time to go back. We gotta go, not to stay for good, but to go back to get those videos, for her.
mhm, we're trying to, Anyway, Tony Anderson said 700 is, yes, 36,500 pesos. So
Yeah.
just do the math how much you're gonna spend
Hmm.
on some stuff. So it depends. It really depends, but
What's
it's
going on, Iceman?
if we advise it, maybe not. The only girlfriend for 700 would be the coconut trees from Dari. Boing boing boing, the boing boing.
Yeah.
That's the sound.
Hmm.
When I grow up, I want to be like you. How old are you today, Aspan?
He's a
When
grown
I grow
man.
up, oh, I want to be like you. John Gibson said coconut is okay. Hi, Beno. Beno, I always see your
Benno, what's
comment.
going
Thank you
on?
so much for
Yeah.
watching our regular vlogs. I see your
Yes.
comment all the time. Garrett Asan, you are more than welcome, Dennis. Okay, you guys go talk. Beno off the back, 708 enough, unless you like Pamela
Anderson.
Henderson. Who's Pamela
It's true.
Henderson?
No, like it's just your hand, your hairy palms. But I
Ah,
know what Benno's saying. Yeah, because um, can you make it happen? Yes, you can make it happen. You're
Filipino
gonna
make it happen. You
you're
can
going
make it
to
happen.
you can. It's gonna be very painful. Not maybe not, but it depends. If you're a simple guy, you can do it. If you're
I'm gonna give
extremely
an
simple,
example for me. I don't like to. get
Yeah,
too
no.
much of the time. But anyway, like me, when I was working as a call center agent, my salary was 21,000. That was like
Hmm.
$400, right?
Hmm.
But the 21,000 is like I need to. I didn't even pay the whole, like I didn't rent my own. I share with my sister. I share for the food. I share for the house. It's really not enough. Even the 21,000 is not enough. I wasn't able to save anything. Like maybe like what, 1,000, 2,000 a month. It's not even
That's
enough. And I'm
pesos.
sharing, yeah, pesos, 2,000 to 1,000, 1,000 2,000 pesos a month. And I'm sharing with my sisters. I'm not even living alone. So how much more if I live alone? So it depends on your location, but it's not advisable. We don't advise it. For me and Jay, we don't advise it.
Hmm. And Tiny Tim is right. He said, "Oh, well, Ozzy asked my stuff. I'm gonna get into that after I read Tiny Tim." And
Mm-hmm.
Tiny Tim said 700 is viable. Find rent for 150 or less. Like me, I'm living for 120. Don't
Mm-hmm.
travel. Cook, don't eat out. Eat local
Mm-hmm.
fish and chicken. No internet, no POV, no air conditioning. Cook on the grill. Live like a Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I'll tell you, be honest. You know, let me give you let me look at my budget again, and I'll break it down for you. If you're gonna be alone, me and K is 20, say 10, right? So you chipping out already 200 for my budget, right? So that's 100 for my budget. Then say your rent would probably be same thing, say 120, that's good, right? Insurance, get something, you can get something for 50 for yourself out here. Or you can get it, you can bring it. Water probably going to be the same. Internet cheaper. Say I'm it's 50 if you want to have two different internet connections, two locations. So 50, that's half. So you already saved 150. So look at my budget of 950, right? You chop 150 off 950 already. What is that? You may not be transporting as much as me. So chop off, let me see what I have here. It's 950 minus 150. That's already 800 bucks, right? So now you figure um you won't have probably have the same phone. You probably have buying load. Like K's paying 60 for a
Cell
regular
phone
phone bill.
included.
So you minus 60 off of that, minus 60.
You don't have internet, which is
Now
5,000.
we're
That's
at
what
$740.
$100.
Your internet's going to be cheaper. I work at home. My internet is over 100 Mbps.
What
So
if
if you
he
got an
doesn't?
internet,
He just uses data. He doesn't. There's no internet in the
yeah,
province
if
that
you
is
just
staying.
use
So
data,
they
minus
deduct one
minus
hundred
so
dollars.
50. No, no, no. I'm deducting 50 because I so 50. No internet, right? 690. You made it.
$10 extra saving.
$10 savings. You made it. That's why
It's
come here with more of a
possible.
budget. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or plan
It's
something.
possible. It's, yeah.
Or have another business. Have something else to generate extra income.
But John Gibson said, don't forget the visa renewals. So
Yeah.
that's the other thing. You need to
Yeah.
renew, which cost you, how much is that? Is it every 2 months? Before I forgot. Like it's been a long time since the
Every two
last time Jay
months.
withdrew.
Every 2 months.
It's like three
He
thousand,
can
right?
he can get an extension for 6 months now. He can do it
Yeah,
for
yeah,
6 months. But yeah. So you can live comfortably in 2000. Almost definitely you can live comfortably in 2000.
yeah.
I was
You
living
can
like a
travel
fat
too.
rat for 2000. Yeah, and you can travel for 2000. That's
Gar-
a whole different story. 2000. You're good. 2000.
Darius said that seems to be the target for many of the experts on these blogs.
Hmm.
Tiny Tim is
Usually
probably the
3000 is the
quicker.
magic number
Mm-hmm.
people say, but you don't even need 3000. I was living OA. I'm talking about drinking every day. I would drink myself to sleep. So sometimes I drink 340 ounces a night, or have 240 ounces alcohol. Smoking cigarettes, eat McDonald's every day, living at 2000 a month. So yeah,
They gonna
it's
say,
yeah.
Jay, McDonald's only. You don't eat in a nice
No, I
restaurant.
was eating everything. I was eating it. I was eating in nice restaurants too, right, kid? I was eating at McDonald's, nice restaurants. I was doing all of it, but I don't know. I couldn't because of quarantine. That's
Mm-hmm.
when I got heavy into the drinking in McDonald's. Remember, kid? When quarantine hit, because I couldn't go out, so I was like stressed out. so I would eat myself to sleep. But no, that is a target, Dari. That is a target. 2,000, 3,000, really.
All right, so we have Jared here. Hello, Jared. We think is there a step-by-step process I can look up on how to get to the Philippines?
Step by step process you can look up on how to get to the Philippines. That's a little confusing. Because you said on how to get here. Only way I would say that how to get here is take a plane. But how to get to the Philippines, step by step process.
Maybe like how to start from
How to
this
start.
from the maybe like for example like finding a place to stay. I don't know.
Well,
Explain more because it's too
I'll
general.
tell you
It's a
this.
general
Yeah, you
question.
have to explain more. But still, if that's what he's talking about, I
Mm-hmm.
say get out here, Airbnb it first off. You have to pay the extra money for the Airbnb. So you're gonna pay for that Airbnb so you can find your place. The reason why you don't want the hotel room, that's gonna be a lot more than Airbnb. Come out here, get your Airbnb. Find something you can rent long term, and it'll be a little cheaper. So you may
Mm-hmm.
have to actually be in an Airbnb for a month and pay um 400 or 500 bucks, you know, and that'll give you enough time to find your place. Then you find your place. You come out here, you can look it up right online. You can just Google, you know, apartment for rent or a condo for rent, 10,000 a month, 20,000 or whatever your magic number is, and you will see those places for rent. You'll see them in different
Mm-hmm.
locations. If you just go online and put it in, you're gonna see them on me and Kay. We actually found places. What was the site we use all the time?
Rent pad.
Not Rippad. It was the other one.
Lamudi
The Moody. Yeah, me and Kay actually
or
found
that
apartments
property.
on
Those
on
are
that property. We found
they are
places there.
legit guys because
Yeah.
what
Me and Kay got
rent
our,
pad
our second place on the
yeah
Moody.
in rent pad. So
Hmm.
or Lamudi. The first place we stay in Pasay, it's in Renpad, and then the other one is in Lamudi. So it's like it's really legit.
Hmm.
The reason we suggest that Jay suggests that you guys stay in Airbnb first instead of a hotel, of course, it's cheaper for you to see the place first.
Hmm.
See if it's it's the place you really want to be staying for a year because mostly they have 6 months to sometimes they really require 1 year stay. So that's the
Hmm.
reason you want to see the place first to see if
Hmm.
it's really worth it for your payment because there's like 1 month advance 2 months deposit that's the one you need to pay or 2 months advance 2 months deposit it depends on the
Hmm.
owner of
And
the
Prince
place.
Memphis, thanks for that. I'll definitely meet you for the dinner if I'm there. But I won't be drinking any beer, brother. I don't drink anymore. I've been
And
sober for what is it
mhm,
now? Since last February, what's that? Since for about
October June, March April
a
May
year and
June
2 months, a year and 3 months, because it's going
yeah
on
3 months
May.
yeah.
Year and 3 months. I've been sober and cigarette free. Year and 3 months. Have I had thoughts? Oh yeah, guys, I was stressed out about a week ago, and all I could think about was smoking a cigarette to ease my pain. But I knew that wasn't gonna help me, so I didn't do it. All I
Mm-hmm.
could think about was drinking a beer to ease my pain. But you know what happens? Then I become beer dependent again. I'm drinking all the time, and I'm living like a person with no goals, and I couldn't do it. I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't do it because when I was drinking like that, I wasn't vlogging as much as I do now. I had no motivation. That's the facts. I had no motivation to vlog. So it was really hurting me. Drinking hurts some people.
Yeah, and sometimes you thought that it's helping you, but it's like you're just gonna be like, oh, okay, this one is helping me, but it's not really. Anyway, Darius said the larger cities are going to be more expensive at least I'm assuming.
It
And
is.
then it is. Hello Billy Iser. That's Billy Iser, right? The last name
Elzer. Yeah,
Elzer.
yeah, that's
Elzer.
him.
John Gibson, does that include a budget for clothing and emergency savings like a return ticket? No, it doesn't. The
Yeah, it can't.
700, yeah.
It can't.
You,
I say
it's
he
not.
can do it.
You can buy clothes too. It's not included.
Yeah, it's not included. If you that's the thing. If you coming with like a ton of money saved, 20,000 saved, I would say go ahead and try it. But if you're not coming with somewhat of a cushion, don't come out here and try to live with 700 bucks because something will come up. something always comes up. It's
Mm-hmm.
funny, guys. It's happened to me. And you know what? You know what actually helped me? Sometimes things have come up, and
Mm-hmm.
I have my YouTube money there, right?
We
And you know
we
what I
actually
do? I
save
save it.
YouTube money.
I save my YouTube money. I don't even spend it.
Yeah,
So
we
something
save the
comes
YouTube
up,
money.
I got a cushion. Like, oh, I can just go here, or I can just go here. Because I'm playing. I know I'm not retired, so I need to have something to fall back on. I need to have something to say. Okay, you know what? I got this here. I didn't touch this. So say if I don't touch my YouTube money for a year, and it's like 10,000, something like that. Then oh, I fell back. I'm having a hard time with gigs. Oh, let me take this big cushion of 10,000 and let it hold me off for a while. That
Mm-hmm.
10,000 will hold me off a year. You know. So that's what you need. That's what they're saying to you, brothers. That you need some kind of cushion. 700 is just always something always comes up, and there's always hard times. But when the hard times came to me, I always had some cushion to go, okay, and put the pillow under myself. You know, because you're gonna need it. It's gonna happen.
So we have creative bright right. So I was told don't bring a bunch of stuff.
Very true.
But of course, you bring your laptop though. But he
Yeah,
said, "Why
laptops.
about
Yeah,
laptops?
yeah. They
Because
bring all the
it's
laptops you can.
expensive here. The laptop
Yeah.
is more expensive compared to the US. So
Hmm.
it's not gonna hurt if you bring a laptop because it's really useful,
Hmm.
and it's not really like super like big. You can hand carry that. So laptop is one of the thing, especially if you work from home or you're using your laptop as your in your in daily basis. So we have here teeny tiny
Mike, you love to travel. What's going on?
hello J and K,
Get him,
hello Mike,
Garrett.
you love
Get
to
him,
travel.
Garrett. He gotta do some burpees and push-ups.
I'm late, but I'm here. No excuses. Give us the push off. Just kidding. There's also Garrett. There's all limit people that we know. I was just kidding with them. I don't.
So
I don't joke to everybody.
Gary said the big roaches carried the whole loaf of bread away versus small crumbs. Yeah,
I
they probably could, man.
know.
E- Every time you see those big ones, it's like I gotta get them out right away. I remember me and Kate was staying in the Airbnb, but it was only two. It was two big roaches, right? I smashed them, and then the way they came out when we turned the light off, I had a hard time sleeping at night because the way they came out, just like shh.
That was
But
in the Airbnb we
yeah,
stayed when we went to Manila last time.
but it was really only two of them because I didn't see anything in the morning. I was like, it was really only two that was there.
And Jay cannot concentrate. He need to kill the roaches.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I wanna kill these roaches. I cannot concentrate.
And so Prince Memphis said, I just want a decent place with good internet for around 10,000 to 15,000 a month minus the rats. Yes, you will find that. You will find it, and believe it or not, you will find it for even 10,000. That's really the magic number if you want something decent, not the most expensive, and they'll be in nice places. Like for instance, um, the place for 10,000, right, guys? It's not actually in BGC, right? Like right over by BGC, when you walk over all the way to the right side by the bridge, there's a little cut, and it's that cut right there in the back is Makati right there. So that part of Makati is extremely cheap because it's a little bit ghetto, but not really. Of course, in
Mm-hmm.
Philippines, usually you remember it's no shabu out, so it's nice over there. Everybody's cool. Um, they got places over there for 10,000. It's right behind BGC. You walk 2 blocks, you're right there in the heart of BGC. You walk 4 blocks. That's where we were staying before when we met Tony. We walked right from the cut over there, walked up 2 blocks. We were right over there by close by the what's the name where we met him. But we walked past that because we thought he was at the other one. If
Yeah.
I would if I don't know he was going there, it'd have been easy. I should have called him. It's my fault. I should have called him.
Yeah,
Say, where
Jay
are you?
said
Yeah,
surprise. We're
yeah.
surprised because it's not there.
Because I
Uh,
wouldn't have had to walk that far. Hmm.
and also it's our fault because we doesn't know that there's a lot of Starbucks in Seventh Avenue, and it's
I
also
know.
Seventh Avenue,
I should have known. There was tons of them, but I want him to meet me by. I wanted Tony to meet us by the
DGC
the
around
main
the
part
actual
of
BGC.
BGC because his. I'm telling you, because when we came, his family looked bored. They were like, "Oh, I want to go home." But if they would have met us there, right, Kay? They would have been super excited when we came because there was tons of people, right, Kay? Because the
Yeah.
7-Eleven, the Starbucks they were by, it was like dead, right, Kay? Like around the corner was live, but over there it was like dead, and I know they were sitting there like they were like, But if they were over by the main part by Bonifacio High Street, you guys know Bonifacio High Street. They didn't know it. Tony Anderson and the fam didn't know it. But you guys that have been here know it. Bonifacio High Street is where I want to meet him. If he'd met us there, the family would have been live. We came like, because they'd have been doing something. They'd have been outside chilling, taking pictures. They would have seen tons of people taking pictures right there. They would have been
Mhm.
going to get food. They would have been everything. They've been doing everything. I probably would have came there and only Tony would have been there. Only Tony would have been sitting there 'cause they'd been outside just hanging out, you know?
Yeah, enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have here West Memphis, which part of the Philippines you wanna stay? You wanna stay in Cebu? You wanna stay in Manila? You wanna stay which part of the Philippines? Tony said it depends it depends of you don't have a place yet, but you if you already have the place to stay, you can send some boxes to that address. I
Yeah.
know he asking about boxes. Are we talking about I
So
think
it's in a
the
buying box, yeah.
independent thinker? Have you guys heard of anyone recently visited Cebu and Bax and they have any problems?
We haven't heard
We
from
just
anybody yet, independent
we
thinker.
just talk about it.
Um, man, that right there is driving me crazy. I keep hearing, right, Kay? I'm gonna check up on it again. Okay, you want to try to call him again?
No, I'm
Maybe
not.
tomorrow.
No, I'm not. Because I called them and then it
Yeah, they hung up.
takes like
If it came back
it took
in
me
the
like 20 minutes. I keep calling and then when I asked the question, she hung up on me. She doesn't even say, I'm sorry, I cannot answer the question. Very disrespectful. So I'm not calling back anymore. And that's actually the airport. So this is what we're gonna do if we have a chance to visit Cebu, we definitely fly. We gotta fly going to Cebu because it's cheaper compared to riding up to go, and it takes like almost like more than 1 day to travel from Manila to
hmm
Cebu. They say 6 a.m. and you're gonna arrive at 4 a.m. So it's like what 22 hours traveling.
hmm
So we definitely gonna ask anyone in the airport that I can ask just to check if you guys can enter, but I don't know when is that. But so far, independent thinker, we talk about that. We don't have any idea. We search it, no result, nobody talking about it. So I don't
Yeah.
know if it's possible. So
hmm
yeah, it's in the
Yeah.
news. I don't know
We
why
give
they
up.
don't have follow up news. Yeah.
Yeah. It should be follow up, because if they are doing allowing that, and you know, tons of guys would be. I can't even confirm it. So, but some people say, "Oh, I called over there and they said yes." So I said, guys, stalk the Macton Cebu Airport. Hey, are you allowing? Are you allowing? Hey, are you allowing? And see, because that's still an issue that hasn't been confirmed yet.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So we have John Gibson said, I heard it's hard to find work for, and you have to jump through a lot of hoops. Does not pay a lot.
it's true. That's true. Um, so you definitely want to find work. You definitely want to work online. That's what I've been doing. I work online, and guys, you work online and you still get paid like you're in the U.S. I've said it tons of times. I don't think John Gibson ever heard it. I know you guys are tired of hearing me say it, but John Gibson hasn't heard it. But John, you can go right on places like Upwork and many other places and get paid like you're in the U.S. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and get paid like you're in the U.S. and be making $50,000 a year, like literally 40,000. No problem.
I want to
60,000
shout
even.
out. I
Yeah.
want to shout out Kay Dallas. Are you there? Are you doing a treadmill right now?
Yeah, yeah, K
Because
Dallas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said that before. We didn't go live.
I see the message of Kay Dallas in Discord said why he doesn't go live, and I wasn't. I'm not how I gonna do my treadmill. So Kay Dallas, if you're doing a treadmill right now, shout out. I know maybe you're just listening. You're not typing because you're VC. Doing a treadmill. So go go go. You can finish it. Um, so let me continue reading, guys, while Jay is in the toilet. So sounds like different island issue with the Muslim part of the Philippines. I think Dario is talking about the question of Link earlier. And then we have Link said here, I think I need to wait for Jay. so that he can give his opinion. Link 111 said, I met a Pinay that, this is from Link. I met a
I'm
Pinay that
looking
is
at.
abroad and she was in Kuwait, and I would call her the phone line, always act as if we were recorded, or what? And I would call her the phone line, always act as if we were recorded our conversation. Repeated, and I thought about years ago in Kuwait. What?
It could have been, yeah. It could have been. He felt like he was on a recorded line.
Can you read it again?
No, he said I met a
Ah,
Panay that is abroad, and she was in Kuwait, and I would call her. The phone line always act as if it were recorded. Our conversations.
okay.
They probably were recorded because in Kuwait, that's one of those countries like that, man. Yeah, they
Why
wanted.
don't
Yeah,
you talk to her over, not on the phone line? Talk to her on
it's fine.
Skype. Talk to her. No,
Yeah,
no. I
Skype. Yeah,
mean,
I think they probably don't. They probably don't allow certain things. I don't know. I know it's like
oh
that in
yeah,
China. They
maybe.
only allow China internet sometimes, and other countries
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like they won't allow certain, apps and websites. So it could be the same thing in Kuwait. They don't allow certain apps, so he would have to call her. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's yeah. And so
that's maybe it's recorded.
Tony said I was spending between 2,500 to 3,500, but that was for multiple people staying at the house and making sure I had breakfast, food, drink, snacks, etc. So you're saying he stayed at here for a month and you spent 22.5 to 3.5 on your
May,
vacation?
no, no. I
That's
was
good.
asking him earlier how much he said he went to save more, and I was asking how much you spend. But
Oh,
is
two
this
thousand
two
five
five?
hundred.
Is 2535 is how
That's
good for how many
pesos.
days? Yeah, two
Probably a
thousand five
day,
hundred pesos to 3,500 pesos. Maybe good for three
maybe two,
days or
two.
a week. Answer ask Tony now. But only thing we're
Well,
so
no, babe.
far.
He was if he stayed with most of the family he was with. Yeah,
Mhm.
he spent that in a day, maybe two,
Or
maybe
maybe two
two.
days. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
And
so
Link
Link
one
said,
one said,
Okay,
yeah, go
read
ahead,
it.
go ahead.
No, you go, you go.
Our conversation were, yeah, you can you read it because I maybe
Yeah,
I'm
our
reading it
conversations were
wrong.
on repeat. No,
Uh-huh.
you're not reading wrong. Causing major issues in hearing each other. So I asked the question earlier because it made no sense, but I thought about when Kuwait was viewed in our country negatively. Yeah, yeah. And so Mikey the
Okay.
Travel said traveling to places over there is cheaper. Well, than traveling from the state to places over there, from Philippines to Taipei, Philippines to Japan, Philippines to Dubai, very expensive. Yeah, inexpensive. That's
Eh,
true. It is
no,
cheaper.
Japan is more though.
Yeah, Japan is
Philippines to
more.
Japan is more.
But
You
other than
might
that,
like to travel, and
going everywhere
Dubai
else is
too.
cheaper. Yeah,
Hmm.
Dubai too. But going everywhere else is cheaper.
It
China,
depends
even
on
China.
how much is more for you, but for us, it's more. Japan
Hmm.
is more. It depends on what ticket you're gonna get, but the price in Japan is more. But it depends on your income. So for us, in our my opinion, it's more in
Hmm.
Japan and Dubai. This is expensive. Heartfelt love, K, yeah, for Jay and me from Charlie too. We are very, oh my blessed, oh my blessed. Dari Tiny, that's the only negative thing I ever heard concerning the Philippines, at least on the international news. All right,
What's
so you
that?
guys talking to each other, guys. Garrett, I am disabled and broke for now. All I had to offer Charlie is bad looks and giving to less fortunate heart, enough to get her forever love, guys. It does not take the mucho de Niro or gusto, just show the proof. De
Hmm.
Niro pala, okay. Yeah, can you read? Oh, OC is, no, I'm in Miami, USA.
Okay.
Okay. Because I thought he's from Ozzy is from Australia.
So Darius said I was only kidding about sleeping on the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
that's a little bit much, but no, but I get what you're saying though.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was a little more, say if like he had 1,000, I would say yeah, go for it. Because with 1,000, it's like you have say if you're spending 700, you're saving a little something. Say you're saving 300, and then you can save another 200. And sometimes you say, you know what, I want a little more, but then I got a little more for savings, and that 200 is 10,000. And before you know it, it turns into 100, and then it turns into 200. And then over the course of 4 years, before you know, you saved up a couple $1,000, which would still be a little extra. You need something to save. need more.
And
And
today you
so,
said he's 25, 24 years old. I always comment when I grow up, I want to be like you on stream. People reaction are hilarious. Ha ha ha.
oh, okay.
It's not funny. I'm joking.
Hmm.
I'm joking. So you're 24
Yeah.
years old. I want to be like you when I grow up too.
Well, you could do it soon today, because I came out here at 34.
Yeah.
I came
You
to the
can make
Philippines
it.
at 34. So 10 years, man. You can do it. I say do it now. If you have the gonads to do it, man. You just
Yeah,
gotta
you can do it.
you just gotta do it. Create a
Are you still
plan and just say I'm
studying
going.
or you're work? I don't know. He's 24, so I'm sure he's working now.
Hmm.
So Dari said, I remember being broke in Florida and sleeping on the beach. LOL. Many moons ago. Many moons ago. Garrett said, I send my charity 300 or approximately 15,000 pesos a month for her living due to her, for her living due to her having pneumonia and losing her arm security job, and that barely cuts is an example. In saying
Yeah,
that, you do not have to be a rich person. Yeah, sorry.
yeah. No, no, go ahead.
To,
No, read
to
it.
live comfortably in the Philippines if you are frugal and smart with common sense.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's true. That's true. And it's wild, guys. Like, even me being here in my budget, right? My budget. Like, when you think about it, if you live within your means, like, living within your means doesn't mean like you're hurting. Like, you don't realize it. You know what I'm saying, Kay? Right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I still have my snacks that I like to have. Right? I get everything from the store I like. So even though I'm within my budget, I still eat that what I like to eat. I still do the things I like to do. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still in the gym every day. My gym is only $500 a month, and that's good for me. I go to the gym. I don't eat much as long as I got the weights there. Like, I have my set routine. I go hit the weights. That gives me energy to work at night. It keeps me driving. It also gets me tired to go to sleep. So
Mm-hmm.
every day I'm sleep by 5, 6, and I feel good when I sleep. I'm up by 1, 12, 1, 2, and then I'm right back at it, back at work. I'm working out. I feel good. I'm in my routine. I like it. Is it the best? It could be better, but I'm happy with it. I've been doing it for years.
So we have a question here from Charles. Said, "What is the official website with the requirements for Philippines entry?" Charles, I suggest just go to the Facebook, visit Philippine Immigration, the Bureau of Immigration. That's the official page, like official Facebook page, and then from there you can actually see it is in a pin post. When you first go there, you can actually see all the requirements from there itself. That's all I can suggest. It's easy to find.
Hmm.
Instead of giving you a website, go to Facebook page if you have Facebook or of Immigration. It has like, I don't know, maybe 200,000 followers now or
Hmm.
100 something. But it's a lot of followers, so you can see it.
Yeah, and how you doing, Craig Beats, and also Mr. Most Scientific? Welcome, guys.
Aloha from Hawaii.
Yes. And so this is what Tony had to say towards Gerard. Number one, passport. Number two, purchase airfare. Number three, be vaccinated with vaccine care. Number four, get
Hmm.
travel insurance. Number five, get a COVID test before you leave. Number six, fill out the One Health Pass app.
Hmm.
Yes.
That is if you just visiting the Philippines, and it's include also staying here and everything.
Hmm.
Thank you so much, Tony, for sharing all those requirements.
Hmm.
John Gibson, it looks like there is a difference between living and surviving the Philippines and other Asia countries. I would like to live personally. I would like to live personally. Your thoughts?
Um, I say living. It's up to you. I felt like I was living when I was in Manila, and with a budget of 2.5, I feel like I'm living now. It's just what you adjust to. It's all your mental. That's all. Everything is mental. So it's how you feel with it. Maybe I wouldn't have felt comfortable with a $1,000 budget when I first came, $900 budget. But now my mental is adjusted to it. And it's not that I needed to struggle, or I just absolutely needed to live off 900. I could have kept living off of what I was living off of in Manila. Before I left Manila, my budget was only 1,500. So I already cut my budget down. But you get used to certain things. Like when I first came, I was used to spending more. Now I'm used to spending less. And now I'm gonna be able to save tons of money spending less. So I love it. It's just all the mentality is all here. You know, it's
So
all what you're comfortable with.
what is the exact amount that you think a person
Me, I
can
say
live?
for a person just coming here, if a person is used to certain things, I say 2,000 to 3,000, 2 to 3,
Okay.
to up to three for that person that wants to go overboard. Because a lot of you guys have some habits that you have you have to learn to kick, and you
But
may
if
not want to kick them right away.
what if they don't have a budget? Like they have only they're getting like 1.5 a month for their, you
Oh,
know.
if you're getting 1.5 a month, let me see. I can break down my budget in Manila. Let me see. I'll show you
Or
guys my budget in Manila.
we're gonna go back to or later again. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
no, because my budget in Manila, right? Think about it, guys. It was what? It was 19,000, right? What's that? $380. So I'm
That's
gonna do it
the
for you
condo
guys.
only that
That's for
we're
the condo
staying.
only. So that was 380. 380. What was the internet, okay? Plus
It's the same thing. 3,000. It's actually more.
3,000.
3,500. But we
So
have
that
only
was
one internet
60
that time, guys. We don't pay the.
plus
We don't
60
have to.
plus. That's true. The internet was
Electricity is
less.
around maybe
Five.
4,000 to
Let's say four.
5,000.
All right. So let me say. Let's say 100 because you guys want to use your AC, and that's using AC all day, guys. Using AC all day, not
Now
all all night, all night, all night, all
all
night,
day
all
is
night.
8,000
All day was
or
eight
maybe
thousand. But still, all
7,000.
right. So let's say AC all day. Let's go 160, 8,000, right? Living comfortably. So 160 plus that's AC all day. Let's say you know what? Let's go crazy with it. Let's say 200, right? 380,
That's
60 for internet.
OA.
No, I'm gonna giving them. These guys want to come and live, K. You see what he say? Want to come and live. This is
Mhm.
not you, K. You Filipina. You fine. You good without the AC on all day. Just like before we moved, we lived in Pasay. We had AC on all day. So 380, 60, 200. What else, K? Food.
Water bill
Water bill is really
is
nothing.
cheap.
Maybe like 200. So we used to add that in. So let's say
ten
even 300.
dollars
10, yeah, say $10 water, right? Plus, um, plus 10. Let me see. Plus
Your
10
food,
water.
food.
Plus food. Let's go 25, right? Let's say let's say $500,
That's only
right?
for grocery.
Yeah. Now let's add on. I'm gonna say get whatever you want. Now let's add on
Now, what if they
another 200 for
wanna
eating out.
dine in? Ah,
200.
okay.
We add on two. That's 10. That's 10,000 pesos. You may even spend more than that, but then you can take a little bit of that from your food budget. So, because 25,000 is a lot of food. So plus, what else am I missing here? Let me see.
Transportation. Riding
Transportation,
Grab if you have a
Grab.
car.
I'm talking Grab
If you have a
all the
car,
time.
gasoline.
What would we
Mhm.
be spending in Manila? Okay,
Oh my, it's too
a lot.
much.
I know. Let's say we
We're
were probably spending 20,000, less than that, right? Maybe 10,000. But let's
yeah,
say
maybe
20.
10.
So everywhere you go, you're spending 400 on Grab,
Yeah, it's
right?
too much. It's
So now,
expensive right now. Grab is too expensive. When we went there last 2 weeks ago, it's too much.
let me add up.
That's why we ride MRT free MRT until the end of April, guys. So
So let's say
we ride.
phone, maybe let's say 60 bucks. 60. Let me see, this is gonna be it, guys. Let's see.
Health insurance.
Health insurance. Let's say you you come on over here. You're a little bit older. 200, 300.
Hmm.
Let's say 200. Add on 250. Let me see. Plus, I'm not trying to lowball or anything. Let's say
Renewal of
250.
your renewal.
Plus, well, I'm not gonna include that because that right there,
Okay, that's not
yeah,
daily. That's not monthly. Okay.
yeah, it's not monthly. Plus 250. So now that's only $2,060. You see what I'm saying, guys? Let me share my screen. Gotta share my screen. Hold up. See, that's what I was saying to you
Yeah,
guys.
but that's you're not traveling there though. You're not
Yeah,
going.
no, I'm not
You're not.
traveling, but no, okay, it's 2,060 only. Add in another 200 to 300 bucks a month traveling. We're talking 2,300 budget. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
was saying. I was saying that
Two
before. I
five,
was,
2.5 if you
and
want to
then
travel
and then
monthly.
say if you know what you had habits. Say you was smoking and say you want to drink like a fish. 2,500. I'm talking about that's drinking like a fish. And I hate to say that I don't want nobody to drink like a fish, but I'm saying add that in, drinking like a fish, smoking, you know, add other habits in. That's gonna add up more. So
Mm-hmm.
let me share my screen. I want to show you guys this. So now I gotta show you guys. You're gonna say, "Wow, he really added all this up." Wait, share screen.
Jay's not making up story here.
Oh no, I'm not. I don't want to show you guys. Like, look, this is actually I added all of this right here. So 380, that was for the rent. 60 was for what? Okay,
You
the
should put it in a
internet.
notepad.
200,
Okay, 'cause you
210 for the water. 500 food. 200 for something else. 400
should put it in
for
a
something
notepad.
else. Plus 60 plus 250 for insurance. I remember that. I remember that. 2,060. Say a bad habits. You drink like a sailor. You add up. Let's say another 400. Right? That's drinking all the right horses you want.
That's
You're talking.
4,000.
Yeah, I put it wrong. So that's drinking
Yeah.
all the right horses you want. That's 2,460. Then say you got a bad cigarette habit, right? So you add up another 200 bucks. You smoke, and cigarettes are cheap in the Philippines. So you smoke a pack a day though, 2 packs a day. Still only 100 pesos, a little more than 100 pesos. So you're not paying much. You'd probably be paying what an
$20,
extra. No, no, more than that.
$10.
No, not $10 a month. No, it's way more than that. Probably paying an extra 100, 200 bucks a month. So say 26. So the budget is still low even with these habits. You see what I mean? So in the Philippines, it's a place where you can make it happen. It's not really much money. It's not really much money. And Roy
So
Jones
that's
said Jay
in
is a
living
millionaire in
in
pesos.
Manila.
Yeah, that's
No.
that's yeah, that's living in Manila, living in the cities and anywhere in the Philippines. In the islands it'll be a little cheaper, but you can still spend close to the same amount in the islands.
So it's that time. Say hi, J and K. Where are you guys located for Cola Prices mentioned? Meaning city or island. It's that time we're located in Calapan, Oriental, Mindoro.
Hmm.
It's part of Mimaropa. That's
Yeah,
part
being
of
Europa.
Luzon, Region 4. That's where we're
Yeah, guys.
located. We're
The
island
reason
of Oriental, Mindoro.
and
Hmm.
we had to come over here because Mimaropa actually has the least when things were hot, it has the least COVID cases ever in the whole Philippines. Mimaropa, where me and K are. Like when people were getting thousands in Manila, when they were getting like 20,000, Mimaropa was getting like 200. Literally, no exaggeration, guys.
Hmm.
Manila was getting 20,000, 30,000 cases. Mimaropa was getting 150. So yeah,
No, just no. Mimaropa is Mindoro. That's
yeah.
just the place where
Where
Mindoro,
we
the
at?
Mindoro is like
Yeah,
200, like the whole
200. Yeah, it was
Oriental
getting
Mindoro.
yeah,
So we have
yeah.
here John Gibson again. Thanks for dropping by the nice helping plan my trips. You're welcome, John Gibson. We have Tony. Tony, what is the one help us? Are you talking to Tony? Dary said, I heard you buy an extra laptop and cell phone from the States just as replacement for the future.
Hmm. Well, you can me. I got all my laptops are from here actually. All my
Actually,
laptops
Jay
are from
brought,
here.
you brought a laptop here. You
I
brought
did. I
your
did. I did.
um you bought a Mac laptop, which is he used it for a while, and then he drink water or maybe alcohol drop there,
Yeah,
maybe
dropped it
water.
on
I
it.
think it's water.
It's
And
water.
then
Yeah.
he also brought a very small laptop. He also used it in working that laptop.
Hmm.
He
Yeah.
bought it in US, and that's it. The rest is we have actually three. We have three laptops that's working right now, and we have two that can be worked, but we don't use. We have two more
Yeah.
laptops that
Me and
actually we
K got
have five
laptops on top
laptops.
of laptops. Well, I mean, I need it, right, guys? That's my life. My life is
Hmm.
working
We have
online.
five
So.
laptops.
Hmm.
Two that's not really is so slow, but three that's really fast. We actually fix the speed.
But it's that time. It's that time. Asked what cities have the best high speed internet. Actually, it's that time. It's really no telling. because right now in the province you get better speeds than Manila and Cebu. Right now with
Mm-hmm.
me and KR, we're getting like I did an
300.
internet test at 300. We're in in K's hometown, Rojas, we were getting 800 out there. And in
Mm-hmm.
Manila, we were only getting 150. You know,
Because there's a
so
lot of sharing there.
there's a
Right
lot of people
now,
sharing.
li- only few people is still connected to the same phone line.
Hmm.
And I'm not phone line, but the same internet. I don't know how do you call that? The thing that they put in attached in the post.
Like I think a
But
hub. I don't know if it's called a hub, but something like that.
when they attach it here in the place where we're staying, we are the only one connected. I don't know now how many now, but that time it
Hmm.
was like us only. So it's still fast. And Garrett said, "Kay, I'm on my job, ma'am. LOL." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mario
And
like
so,
Makati. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry,
oh no,
sorry.
get no, get read it. No, get it, read it.
No, I'm just reading. Makati is a good place to stay for 10K or 15K. Also, Greenbelt is great too. From Mike, you love to travel.
Yeah, me and Kay live not too far from there, but we were in Pasay though. We would always travel over there and go see movies. That was when the Philippines was still in action back in like 2018, 19. No, we didn't live over there. We lived over there like 2017. I was out in the Philippines for a while. This is like 2017 when me and Kay would be over there in the mall and Greenbelt. We'd be
Mm-hmm.
over there by the. That's where they have the Gucci store, all of that stuff. We didn't shop there, but I used to always make fun of Kay. Like Kay wanted to buy Gucci. I used to always tease Kay. Yeah, no, I don't want a Gucci.
No, I don't buy
I
Gucci.
know, I know.
It's too much. Like I don't spend like that in the bag. Anyway, Tiny
Mhm,
Tim said there are major difference based upon your situation. Coming to visit, 30 days or less, 30 days or more. Are you seeking residency? Are you over 50? Are you former military? Need to book consult. So
mhm,
that's true, Tiny Tim. If you guys, that's he's right. Like if you have some
mhm.
question, you need to ask yourself, what are the things that you needed? Like, are you staying for good? Are you staying for just a visit? So it depends on how long you're staying to the Philippines. So that's how it depends on how much money you need to bring or how much you're gonna spend. So yeah.
Well, it's that time. It won't be. See, that's the thing with the Philippines, and see the Philippines, right? It's like let me tell you how it is here. Like you can be like BGC for instance, right? Around the corner and then 2 blocks over that way. It's not the nice part. But it's real nice, but it's not nice. But it's not. It's
Mm-hmm.
there's no crime going on though. But you go around the corner 2 blocks and you're right there in BGC. Same thing with Greenbelt. They have the area close to it like that too, over there by Makati. You can be 3 blocks over that way and 2 blocks up, and things are cheap. You get something 15, even 10. High
Mm-hmm.
speed internet too. But you have to get look at the map for the internet. Like you have to figure it out. You have to figure out what internet is in the area. Like figure out Converge is in the area. Converge is actually almost everywhere now, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a company like Converge. It's not gonna be too many people on the line. You're gonna find a higher internet connection, and you'll be good. Converge
Yeah.
ICT.
But there's some part of Makati that's not safe. With the place we
It
went,
is.
where
Yeah.
we stayed, like we went there last week, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. That place is not. It's safe, but it's not really. So it depends. But
Hmm.
15K is really. It can be possible be good neighborhood, but usually the condominium. If you want to stay in a condominium, it will cost you around 18 and up, or maybe
Hmm.
20 and up now because it's more. But
Yeah.
15K maybe you can get it, you can still get condo. I don't really don't know. Maybe it's an apartment, but it's still good.
Hmm.
It just you need to really do research before you really sign the contract.
Hmm.
Anyway, we have here so true next time from Tony Anderson. I don't know. I think he's talking
What
about
is
the
the limit?
food.
Wh- I don't know.
Yeah,
Tony
Carlos, what's
Ensign?
the
No,
limit?
no. Tony Ensign. He's talking about the about when we met him over there in BGC.
Ah, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So what is the limit of ATM withdrawal using the Bank of America card from
Well, it's not
Carlos
the
Rabasa?
Well, a Bank of America card doesn't have anything to do with it. It just depends on the bank here. So it's
Yeah,
10,000 BDO, 20,000 BPI.
it's not actually the
It's
limit
10,000 every other
because
bank. and in
Mhm.
BPI is 20,000.
You can keep withdrawing, but the only
Mm-hmm.
thing is, in BPI you can withdraw the 20,000 in one withdrawal, because
The more
the only
withdrawal, yeah.
difference, if in BPI you'll be charged like 250 for one withdrawal, and you were able to get 20,000 pesos already. But
Mm-hmm.
in BDO, you only get 10,000 at a time. So you're gonna withdraw again. You can actually withdraw again, another 10,000, but you're gonna pay another 250 pesos. So
Mm-hmm.
you can withdraw until 50,000, um in the bank in the Philippines a day,
Mm-hmm.
right, babe? Because
Yeah.
before, Jay withdrawing like 20,000 in oh no 20,000 in, yeah, you're able to withdraw 50,000, right, in
Mm-hmm.
one
Yeah, it
day.
was. Mm-hmm.
You withdraw, Jay was withdrawing 50,000 in, for example, he got his salary, because he getting paid that was monthly, right? You're getting
I was
paid
getting paid
monthly,
monthly
or
for a while. Like it'd be like
yeah,
4,000, and I'm about to take the whole thing out. Sometimes it'd be crazy, and I
yeah,
have to
Jay
keep going to the
withdraw
bank, going to the bank, going to the bank. Yeah.
up to 50,000, but
Mm-hmm.
not, you cannot withdraw it at the same time. 20,000 in
I
BPI at
hate
the time.
I hated that job because it would be every month I would get like 4,000, and then I have to go to the bank because sometimes I would need all of the money because everything is coming at the end of the month. Go to the bank, withdraw. Go to the bank, withdraw again, withdraw again. Right, Kay? I'll be in
Hmm.
the bank at the ATM like this. So all the money coming out, people always think I'm rich. Me and Kay was super rich because we have all the money coming out the bank. But anyway,
Anyway, it's that time. Just remember, BPI give you 20,000 and you can withdraw up to 50,000, but it's at a time. BDO 10,000 every time,
hmm
every withdrawal, but up to 50,000. Anyway, it's too much, too much, too much explanation. Tini Tim said, if you have not been in the country for a while, do not have a Filipino friends, chances are you will find your place on Airbnb. It's going to be 400 to 500 a month. You will not get local rates. But
it's the
mhm. Go ahead, Jay.
no, 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 go ahead. What was you gonna say?
No, I mean, you do not stay for a long time in Airbnb,
Yeah,
because it's
absolutely
really
not.
expensive. Staying in Airbnb is really expensive too. But the reason we suggest Airbnb, because Airbnb is way cheaper, and you can also
In a
cook, you
hotel,
can also wash clothes
and
than
some
the
of them.
hotel. Because
Hmm
in the hotel you really need to really eat outside unless they have free breakfast. But anyway, we don't suggest you to stay for a month in the Airbnb. Maybe like a week only, because staying there for a month is really expensive. So just stay maybe for a week, or maybe until you, yeah, a week, and then try to already do research already before you come here.
And
And
so,
once you arrive, you visit all the places
hmm
once you arrive here. Anyway, yeah,
and
go
it's
ahead.
that time. And let me go to Prince Memphis. You shipped over him. He said, I'm looking at the Moody site now. I think I will just keep it simple and stay in Manila for a year or so and travel around from there. Yeah, and that's what I did too. That's the same route I took. You know, I stayed in Manila for what 4 years, and then I traveled around out of Manila, and that may be the best way for the guys. It'll break you in, like a city like Manila, Cebu. It'll break you into the Philippines, and it's still gonna feel like you're at home, especially if you're used to the city at home, and you're really gonna enjoy it. Believe it or not, I know everybody talks about the province, but places like Manila and Cebu, you'll be good. You'll really still experience the Philippines. You'll get to experience how friendly people are. Believe it or not, in Manila, probably more so than a province sometimes because people are so open and so talkative in Manila. And then also you'll uh you'll enjoy it a lot. There's a lot of things happening in Manila, like even more
Mm-hmm.
so than other all around the country because of the events me and Kay would go to. I'm telling you, like sites I talk about all the time, like sites like what's happening .ph, and also you see different things like what's the name of the one with the discounts, Kay?
Metro deal, Metro deal.
Metro Deal, and you can see the discounts on there. A
Only
fit
thing
place to
Metro
go.
deal pass credit card only is working,
Oh,
or
they
your
changed,
card
yeah,
in US. Your card
yeah.
in US can use.
But and then you'll see also like different events happening, like car shows. You'll see that all happening in Manila, and you'll start going to these things, and you'll say, "Oh wow." You'll see. Watch Prince Memphis. You get here. Start looking at events happening around Manila, and start looking at the different events. Like they have cooking events, and go to them, and you're gonna find that. Oh wow, I'm going here. I'm meeting people. Like you'll see what I'm saying.
Actually, Prince Memphis, Manila is one of the best place to stay with
Hmm.
because if you want to travel by riding a plane, if you
Airplane.
want to
Yep.
fly, it's very close. If you want to travel closer to Manila, there's a lot of terminal in Manila, like
Hmm.
in Pasay, in PITX, Paranaque, ano, a terminal. Everywhere there you can go to Baguio, you can go to, there's a lot uh, to, easy destination if you are around Manila because the terminal is there, or by a plane it's easy
Hmm.
compared to if you're in the province because you need to go to Manila and travel or ride a boat. So yeah, Manila is a good choice, especially if you're first time here to be in the Philippines
Yeah, and Kay
and then
answered this when he
travel
said,
out.
"How much does it cost to hire a driver to take you around for a day?"
I think when we try to inquire before, I think it's around, it depends on the car. It depends on the car that you will get. I think it's 2,500 to 3,000, but that's it's a drive. I'm sorry, it's a driver. So
That's for the
are you
driver.
saying you have your own car? You
If
already have a car?
you want to rent a car, if you want to rent a car, you can rent a car for like 2,000. It depends on the size of it. It depends on the
Kuya,
size of it.
we actually I can answer this question. We have Tito Mimi, my uncle has a car, and then during the time that we planning our wedding, we borrow his car for free. We just put a gasoline there. Of course, it's not for free. We pay a gasoline, and we hire a driver in our neighbor, and we pay him 800 for I think for 6 to 8 hours. We
Hmm.
pay him 800 pesos only for six
Th-
hours. I think
This
six
was two.
hours.
This was 2015, 16. Okay.
Yeah, that's 2016. And also that's neighbor. That's our neighbor, so it's
Neighbor. Yeah.
cheap.
But
So just
we, yeah,
imagine maybe you pay like one
two,
five. It depends
yeah,
on how many hours.
yeah.
Because this is how they do. They actually tell you like I can drive you at this for the 6 hours. I can drive you for 800. But if it's more than that, you need to add 200 or 100, something like that. So just find, you can find it with the, I know the people who having a rent a car. I'm sure they have a rent a driver. I'm sure they have like a driver there too that you can drive for you. So maybe 1,500 to 2,000.
So Evan 29 said, "What kind of online work do you do besides YouTube?" Well, sales. Usually sales, appointment setting. That's what I do.
Okay, Dallas, I told you he's
Yeah,
listening. He's
yeah.
doing a
Kate, I was listening. Yeah.
channel. Let's go. See, he's listening. What kind? I said Tony Anderson is the time. It depends on where you're going. Make sure you get a package deal when you arrange it, as they will charge extra for gas. That's correct. So
Mhm.
it because are you asking if you have a car or are you asking with a driver with a car? So it really depends on what you're really asking. Is
Mhm.
only a driver or just a car with a driver
If
too?
you're in a car, it'd be less. It'd be less than getting it with the driver. And so
It's
and
Lamudi, Garrett Lamudi.
yeah, I
It's
put
Lamudi.
lamudi.com.ph, and Tiny Tim said it right. The Philippines does not have enough jobs for their own people. So many
Mm-hmm.
have to work overseas. If they have to work overseas, do you think they're seeking to employ foreigners in country? Definitely not. It's not going to be worth it, guys. And
Need to read
it's definitely
faster
not worth it.
so far. Web-based employment would be the most logical for yeah, correct,
Yes,
Dari.
yes, yes. And
And
also,
link.
and that's the thing, guys. Like, you're going to be able to make income like you're in the States still. Like, just because you're in the Philippines doesn't mean you're going to make Philippines income. You'll be making income like you're in the States. So, like a lot of times when I say things, I know you guys understand because I say it to you guys all the time. But it's not like I'm living out here getting Filipino wages. I'm living out here getting American wages. So it's like it's not hurting. Like you guys talking about like the budgets. I could be on a budget that's high, that's low. Like you can really be out here living and working out here. You just have to
Mhm.
know how to do it. That's all.
And also you should have a patient, and
Yeah.
especially working at night, guys. Right
Oh
now
yeah.
this is Jay working
This is the
at
time I
this
usually
time.
work. That's why I can be up. K2, K's usually up with me. So like,
Yeah.
and usually I'll be sleeping at 5. So it's 2:50 right now. I'm still wide awake. I can still go for another 3, 4 hours. Sunlight will be out. I can stay up until 12. That's what I used to do when I was in Manila, right, Kay? Kay used to hate it
Yeah. I
because I
will
would stay
show
up
you
drinking.
if you guys were gonna work. I will show you something, guys. If you plan to work from home, this is the tip. One of the tip that we can give you.
Show, yeah.
This is
Everything's
our
blacked out.
window. Okay. It seems like, oh, it's just a window, but when you open it,
Blacked
there's a
out.
block over there.
That's
so,
what you gotta do when you working at
so
home.
guys,
You
it's
gotta
like
black
this
out everything.
outside.
And
So
guys,
we,
okay, so you mess it up, don't open it for people. They
yeah, I
know,
know.
they get the idea.
Okay. All right.
But
So
no, guys, that right there, it leaves the whole room dark. Only thing when it
as our
hits like
neighbor.
around close to nighttime, I mean close to morning time, I have to move the shades over, like the shades that are
Mm-hmm.
here. I have to move it over a little bit. So when I move the shades over, I don't
See the
see the
sun.
light. Yeah, see the sun coming up.
Jay is ano, is what do you call it? A monster,
Vampire.
vampire, scared of light. So that's one of the secret we can suggest you guys if you're planning to
Yeah.
work from home. If you want me to give you the link where I bought that one, because that's the effective
And,
one. I bought twice already. Just email
and
us or let me know. I can send it
and
to you. The link
and
for that.
this is the thing, but you guys got to realize. You guys know, like, say when you were working in U.S., then you go off for work and it's dark
Mm-hmm.
outside. In the Philippines, guys, when I wake up, say if I go to sleep at 5, right, and I wake up at 12, that's 7 hours sleep. That's a good night's sleep. Sometimes I go to sleep at 6, wake up at 1 or maybe even 2. I get outside. The sun is out until 7 o'clock, so I still got 5 hours ahead of me. You know, in U.S. when you get off, it's dark outside. So when I get off and I wake up, I have 5, 6 hours, 7 hours of sun left, and then I go enjoy that. So it's like I'm not even missing the daytime. So that's why I enjoyed the Philippines the whole time because I was able to still get out in daylight. So I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a vampire. I was
You
actually
know what?
sleeping a regular, but when I got up, it was like I had energy.
You know what, guys? When we're traveling for 20 days in outside the country, like we went Thailand, Singapore, and Malaysia, Jenna is working together at night, and in the morning we're going to the tourist destination because we wake
Mhm.
up like around 12 or 1, so we still have like 5 hours to maybe 7 hours until we start working again at 9. So it's
And
like
around
we're
that
able to
time, let me tell you
travel.
guys
We
what
work
happened.
and travel.
Let me tell you guys what happened. I was able to secure a contract, right? And I beat the person that hired me in the head to hire Kay as my assistant for $10 an hour. So he hired Kay as my assistant full time for $10 an hour to help me with leads. And
Mhm.
like a lot of times, that's how
No,
I like
I
to
was a
handle my
customer
contracts.
service.
Yeah, you was customer
I was
service, but also you
answering
help me with leads.
yeah, I was answering email to I was the assistant of the wife of his
Hmm.
client, and they paid me $10. I actually earned $12,000 on that
Hmm.
for maybe a year of
Hmm.
working there.
Yeah.
It's 40 hours a week, guys. And that time we're traveling around outside Thailand, Singapore, and Malaysia, working from 9 to like 6, 9 to 5, 9 to 5,
Hmm.
something like that.
Yeah, it was
And
good.
go around. But anyway, let's go back to the comment. I know we're so
Hmm.
far, guys. So we can try to answer the question here that being asked, guys, because we don't like to waste your question. So we have here Link said she was not allowed due to her employer didn't want
Mm.
much interaction on the apps. Okay. The question, yeah, they're really strict there, especially if she is DH or domestic helper. They're really strict. That's why sometimes there's a lot of complaint to Rafi Tulpo because the way the strict employer is. The question is about how do our embassy either assume negatives or has anyone run into issue because of this. I don't think there's no I don't think there's going to be an issue about it,
Yeah, I
right?
don't think so either.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think it's
think
gonna be an
so.
issue.
I
Mm-mm.
think it's better if you guys meet in the Philippines instead of
Yeah.
you visiting in Kuwait. I think
And,
you guys meet.
yeah,
Hmm.
and also, Garrett said he needs our opinion. He said, should I just come to the Philippines after my Jeep transmission paid for, and just stay and wait for the embassies to finally open up for full or marriage services to open? Garrett, come now. Come
Mm-hmm.
now. If you have the budget for it, you should just come. If you're already paying Charlie 300 bucks a month, you can afford to come to the Philippines, bro.
Might as well share
Yeah.
that 300 together, if
Yeah, just
you
come out here. Because the funny thing is, you're probably gonna come and just live right with her, and just add a little bit to that, and you'll be saving all your money. I'm telling you, because you're probably paying for yourself out there now. It would make sense to just come over, just be with her. What's going on, Con? How you
Mhm.
doing? What's going on?
Jordan Melby said he came in 28 years old. Everyone beware of the jet lag, as is no joke, from Tony Anderson. When you come back from your trip to PH to the US, you will be feeling tired during the afternoons and waking up early in the morning.
Looking up
Oh,
2 in the
yeah.
morning.
It seems like it's easy to adjust when you visit the Philippines because you're like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I'm in the Philippines, you travel, but when you come back there, that's the adjustment. Is that people have a jet lag when they go back to the US. Do you have a jet
Mhm.
lag?
Not really, because I was already working. I'm used to working U.S. hours already. So like
Okay.
me, I'm so off with my sleeping that I don't. It's weird. I don't get jet lag because I'm already
hmm
on U.S. time.
So Darius said it would seem that one would need to be budget conscious to slowly find your groove and move in whatever direction to live comfortably.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's correct. Just be mindful on your spending, but of course enjoy. The reason you want to be in the Philippines is to visit the place, to visit the islands, and enjoy the Philippines. So,
Hmm.
yeah, on our way to pick up wifey's Philippine passport from the consulate outreach, Incon 3037. Good luck, Incon, and
Yeah.
welcome
Good
back to
luck,
the
man.
Philippines soon. And today, Spencer, I've already been to the Philippines. Funny story, didn't have well-paid job, so I borrowed money from relatives.
That happens. We actually know of someone that does that, but is it the way to go? No, but you know what? You're a young guy, so you had no choice, right?
Mm-hmm. They said I acted like they're only the ones I borrowed from. Wasn't a wise idea, but when thinking about that now, I don't regret. That's half year later, COVID hit. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's
All
good
right,
because you
guys,
wouldn't have
keep
been able to get
liking.
out here. You wouldn't have been able to get out
hmm
here. And
So
so,
let me
Mr.
just.
Most Scientific said,
Mhm.
yeah, the military guys, they have to travel to the PI, all need fresh CDC cards, facts. And so Will Data said, what's happening? I'm in and out because I'm cooking supper. Oh, do your
You're
thing, Will. Do
early.
your
It's
thing.
early supper.
Yeah. But he's getting ready. No, he's getting ready. He probably eats early. He doesn't eat late.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
yeah,
good
yeah. Some
thing.
people eat at 5.
Hmm.
As you get older, your wants and needs change as with personal desire, health, and thank you so much for the super super chat. Have you learned the tinikling yet, Jay? Bigman
Oh, yeah.
7917.
Thanks a
Thank you
lot for
so
the super
much for
chat,
being here.
for Big Man. Thanks a lot, man. Have you learned the tennis clean? No, not yet, brother.
I
Not yet.
I didn't teach him yet, big
And
man.
so
Even Tagalog is hard to teach.
Kevin Jimenez said all day. So you DNO? I don't know what that means. Oh, don't plan on going outside. Oh well, no. Kevin Jimenez. I don't sleep all day. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I wake up in the middle of day. Sometimes I wake up 12, 1, latest 2, and then I go out, so I still get to enjoy the day. That's what I was saying. Like usually, when you're in the U.S. and you come home after working, you're going into nighttime. So you spent all day
Mhm.
up, and now you're going to nighttime. I sleep, I work at night, and then so when I wake up, it's day. I enjoy the rest of the daytime. So it benefits me more being here in the Philippines working.
Tony Anderson said I would only keeping the AC on when I was in the bedroom. In the rooms, I would have a couple of fans running and cold bottle of water. Yeah,
That's the way
that's
to
what we
do it in
do.
the daytime. Yeah, that's how we do it in the day.
That's
And,
where we save a lot of AC before we're
yeah.
like on every day, all day.
Hmm.
Prince member said, "Ooh, I'm young enough. I can get travel insurance like 40 a month. Get it
Yeah, it's
now
pretty.
while you
Yeah,
can, and
yeah.
make sure you can use that in the Philippines as well." And we have
You can.
Daria, an older person collecting SOCSEC is paying 130 for Medicare, can cancel and then can use that for insurance in the Philippines. Hello, Abigail. Hi,
Abigail.
Ate. Abigail cut her
Abigail.
hair. Hello,
Abigail is here.
everyone. We don't know.
Guys. Abigail is in the States.
She
Abigail,
finally made
we're going to
it.
have to send you an invite, and you're going to have to get on the live stream, Abigail. We got to get you up here. So
Are you no? If she's not busy, are you
if you're not
available
busy,
right now?
if you're not busy and you don't mind speaking with us, we
Mm-hmm.
would love you to get up here and tell us about your experience.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody here knows you anyway. Well, if
Experience
that's if you can, that's
on
if you
coming
can.
to the Philippines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to the States, not the Philippines. And so Gary said I was a
I mean, going to
soldier.
the States,
I was
pala.
a
So
sailor soldier, Jay. I am offended about sailor drinking. Yeah, yeah, no, it's true. Drink like a sailor, because you guys, because I think Gary was out in the Philippines too doing it. So he was in the Philippines drinking like a sailor too. I think he said he was out here. And so
Kevin said, I'm getting the cheapest apartment because I'm literally using it just to sleep. I get up early every day and hit the street. Yeah, that's
yeah.
the other way. If you have like
Hmm.
700 budget, don't use the aircon when you're just sleeping and leave and
Hmm.
eat outside or something. Yeah. But I
Hmm.
think 700 is not really enough there. Abigail, welcome. Are you late? No gender special on this side. 100% for some please. Oh my God. It's so funny.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Isaiah?
Simple ako said, Jay, are you falling asleep?
Oh no,
No,
I'm
it's
I'm
not.
awake.
I'm
Actually,
bringing.
I was yawning earlier. I was yawning earlier, but I probably yawned and didn't realize it. That's probably what happened. And so it's that time. So do you get a head plate for cooking in apartments rental? Yeah. We even have one now. It's be an induction cooker, not necessarily a hot plate, but we still use induction cooker.
Induction cooker because
Hmm.
I don't like to use gas, guys. I'm scared. Prince Memphis said, I'm bringing two with me. My main work PC and old backup in case this one gets stolen or broke. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
do bring extra if you can so you don't need
Or
to spend money
or
here
you can be
for
like
the
me and Kay and
laptop.
just have five. Just have one some laying around, don't even use,
No, actually,
and
the thing is really the one totally working. The other one is too slow, so we need to make it the speed faster.
there's my other one right here. I got one right here, and
The
one
other
more
one is
one, and that's my other one.
sleeping.
And Kay's other
Yeah,
one is right there under the table. If you're
sleeping,
ready,
but it's
yeah.
working. We fixed that. It's so fast right now. We
Hmm.
fixed it already. Ruti Mactuti. In rainy season in the Philippines, does it rain all day every day, or is still beach weather for parts of the day? It's rain every
Well,
day.
no,
Sometimes,
no.
not all day.
It rains all day every day sometimes, but you get a lot
Mm-hmm.
of days that are sunny because it's still the Philippines. That's why crops grow so beautifully here, because it'd be rain, rain, rain every day, but then it'd be sun sometimes every day. So it gets a lot of the rain and the sun, a lot of rain, a lot of sun.
Mm-hmm. Even it's summer, guys. It's raining. What is
Hmm.
the best internet provider in the Philippines for us? Isaiah, in our observation, we use all of it.
Hmm.
Is
It's been
Converge
converged so far, yeah.
because we used Globe, we used PLDT, and we stick with Converge. The point of
Hmm.
bringing an XPC was cause us with cell phones. How good are your internet speed when you use a VPN? How good is your internet when you use VPN, babe?
Um, it's like I still get like 80 because I'm directly connected. I'm
With
directly
a
connected
LAN cable.
with the LAN
Mm-hmm.
cable. So with the LAN cable, it still gets high speed. It fights through that VPN. It's weird. It fights through it. Like it's still like even sometimes when it's not all the way through, it'll still be 60 with the LAN cable. But without the LAN cable, it's like 300, but it still goes through the 60. So the speed is still fast
Yeah.
when
And
you're on the
that's
VPN.
New York VPN.
Yeah, it's New York VPN. Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm just gonna skip some of you guys because you guys talking to each other and Abigail answering some other question. Thank you, Abigail. We have EKG Nomad, Yo Yo Fam. Hello, hello. And then Ruthie. I'm skipping because they're all talking to each other. I'm planning a trip for 4 to 6 months and was worries in my rain all day every day. LOL. Ruthie Mactuti. It
Well,
depends on what month you're coming
yeah.
here.
Don't
Don't come
come
here
after
June. Oh
June.
no.
It's rainy season. It's wild because June in US, you think, okay, I'm gonna go to the Philippines. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot, but it's gonna be raining.
There's time that is hot, but it's like
Yeah,
it's
it's time that's
crazy.
hot.
There's a typhoon sometimes, so
Yeah.
try to come around, January,
Philippines,
maybe
Philippines. You have to think, guys.
March.
The Philippines is really like raining 80% of the time. Sometimes it's all year round, but in the summertime, around March, like Kay said, March, March all the way through to June. That's all great season. So
Mm-hmm.
what's happening is now, pretty soon, me and Kay gonna have to start traveling within, I say within like 2 weeks to get the rest of the summer in and travel. And
Thank you
thanks a
for
lot
the
for the
super
super chat,
chat.
Big Man 7917. He
There
said, "Is there
is a
5G in the
5G.
Philippines?" Yes, there is, brother. Like sometimes when me and Kay are in
I love
BGC and we go
5G.
live,
Oh my gosh.
we're using 5G. That's why it comes through so good. I would never go live in BGC if it wasn't 5G. But every time we're out there, it's 5G, so we go live. I know you guys realize
Mm-hmm.
that wow, it's no lags. Sometimes it
It's
would be better
funny
than
too.
my live at home. Yeah, okay,
The
okay, okay.
I'm using iPhone 12 because this one jail iPhone doesn't connect to 5G. It's only LTE. Him is iPhone SE. So my phone is iPhone 12. When we upload a video, I put 5G and the video is so fast. It's like I'm super fast. As in, I like it. And then when you go to the province, LTE, 3G. So there is 5G.
Well, let me see. Hold on. Let me get to that one because that was a good question. And so, Tiny Tim said the thing about signing a long-term lease or commitment before you arrive in country, the inside may look great. However, the neighborhood matters. You don't get to see that until after you arrive. Tiny Tim, that's what I suggest actually. Tiny Tim, you've probably never seen one of my apartment videos, and in a lot of my apartment videos, I would say get an Airbnb and go in the area and check the area before you move to it because you never know where you're moving to.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you never know who you're dealing with when it comes to renting that place. So you definitely don't want to rent it while you're outside the country and then come in because you could be sadly mistaken. And so, John Gibson said, "Would you recommend using two internet carriers for redundancy in the Philippines?" Me and Kay don't use two internet carriers, but I'm gonna tell you guys this: me and Kay do have is we have our internet carrier now. We have the same internet carrier in two locations. Also, so we want to make sure our internet is good. Also, we have Globe prepaid and we have Smart prepaid. So what that means is, say if me and Kay travel out, right, we bring both our Globe and our Smart prepaid because a lot of times one of them is going to be fast. So what me and Kay have is we have a prepaid Wi-Fi for Globe and Smart. I would say do that, especially if you're working. That's going to guarantee that you know what, because in the middle of the night, guys, no matter where you are, say if they're smarter globe, and at the nighttime it's going to be fast because everybody's sleeping. So me, when I'm working, usually I can be in Manila, and usually I stay in a place that has good internet service anyway. But still, if you have well, we always bring the globe and the smart. So I want to make sure there's no lag in time for me not working. I always make sure I'm secure that way.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
No, just keep reading.
And so,
Let's go to the
what's the name? Tiny Tim said,
questions.
"Where you do you recommend the place to look for long-term rentals?" For me, it was Facebook Marketplace after I was in country. Everything else
Mm-hmm.
was word of mouth from a Filipina. Well, me usually I went through the sites that I just told you guys about. I'll go to those sites. Also, I put my feet on the ground, hit the pavement, and walk around because that's when you see things for cheaper in the places you wouldn't expect them to be. Like you'll be somewhere walking around the back blocks of BGC and find something for 10,000 pesos and be like, man,
Mm-hmm.
this is right, GBC's right around the corner. Or you somewhere in
Mm-hmm.
Makati, go, man, the main mall is right around the corner. How am I finding this place for 10,000 pesos? That's because you
And
hit the ground
also,
running.
that what I suggest too earlier, like while you're still in the US, if you're really planning to stay here for good, the website we mentioned is really credible because we actually see the place and it's really the same. But of course,
Yep.
the same thing. But of course, you need to really check. So maybe list like five rental that you wanna visit when you visit because you're not gonna when you see it. Oh, I wanna get it. You try to list five. So when you come here, contact them. I wanna see the place. Schedule a time to see it and then decide if you really want to stay there before you really want to transfer, just see the neighborhood and everything. So list it down so you don't waste staying in Airbnb for a month just to get a place. But I think it's wise idea than staying in a year for one place and
Hmm.
decide not to like it.
Yeah.
Do you have
And
more
for
question there?
Roland said, I've been watching a lot of these YouTube vloggers about people trying to move to the Philippines with no real safety net just because it's a cheap country to live. And yeah, and that's what I tell guys all the time, have some safety net. It was another guy in here earlier that wanted to come out here with 700 bucks a month, and I wouldn't suggest that.
Baby,
But
someone is in the life support right now. The professor
who?
said, I've been here on chat on life support year 4136.
And Mr. said, "What up? I'm here. I'm in here briefly.
From
I
the
don't have a stable
professor.
signal, but I can click the like button. Unvaxxed. Let me see.
Hello, Mr. I will send to
Will they drive my
Abigail's
nose?
available right now. I will send you the link very soon. We just finished answering some question, Abigail. She
Hmm.
said she's available right now.
Okay, okay.
Can you see if there's more question there?
Not really. Thanks for the timely Medicare information. It was with driver with the car, but they need to know the Filipino style of driving. Remember that big difference? Oh yes, it is a big difference. If you come to the Philippines, you've never been, you've never driven here before, and you think you can jump in a car, especially in Manila, and just drive. Woo! Somebody will cut you off, and you think you got the right of way, and you will kill everybody, including yourself. And so, let me see. Gangsta Gummy Bear said, "You have any tips for web-based employment? Jay, I'm not in Philippines, but I definitely use some leads for web-based employment. Well, yeah, I say go to Upwork, or you could go to things like that and apply. If you want a consultation about it, I can give you some tips on ways to apply for jobs that work. I can definitely help. I've been doing it for years. I'll definitely love to help. Of course, it's a small fee, but you're welcome to go to my buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And I don't mind helping.
And also, Bigman7917 is asking Lamudi. Lamudi, Lamudi, guys. It's a website for you to visit. Lamudi.com.ph is a place where you can find a rental location. And also rentpad.com. It's also,
Hmm.
I think that .com.ph is also a website where you can visit and find a rental apartment, and you can put your location where you want to rent. There's available everywhere, not all over the Philippines, but there's also Cebu and most of the
And
famous places.
and thanks for the super chat, Big Man 707. He said, "I see you like boxing, Jay. Have you heard of 52 blocks? I have no idea what you're talking about.
52 blocks. Is it
52 blocks.
a
I have no
movie or
idea.
something?
No, I haven't seen that. And so, really says, sorry if you've answered already. Is Philippines allowing non-vax now because some neighboring countries is Thailand, Vietnam with a negative CCV 72 hours before travel? Um, no, not yet. Will it be soon? Philippines tends to follow what those around are doing. Election hasn't hit yet. Maybe the new person coming in will ease things. We shall see. I don't think they're getting stricter. I think they're either going to be the same or the new person coming in may ease them. So we shall see. It get dark in the pH between 6 and 7, vice like the U.S. right now when it's 8 p.m. Yeah, it's true. Because the Philippines doesn't have any daylight savings time. But when it gets closer to June, it's gonna get closer to like 7:30. It'll be dark. 7:30, like when it gets closer, and after June, it's gonna go back down again, all the way to getting dark at 6 again,
And
5:30.
I wanna shout out here. Somebody said, I like Ronald Berry. Say hi, J and K. Love you guys, channel. I'm marrying my Filipina in 5 months according to rapid visa estimates. Thanks for the informative video. Welcome, Ronald. Thank you so much for dropping by. And I
Well,
send the link to Abigail so she may be joining
yeah,
soon.
send one to RJ too.
RJ, okay.
Yeah.
Who is RJ?
Y-
He's
and
so
so
far
Tiny
right
Tim
now.
said, "Here is
Life
an
support
online
right now.
job I know a few people have. If you have a bachelor degree or higher, get your TESOL certificate. Teach English online. Actually, you don't need that, Tiny Tim. If you just all you need is know how to teach, and you can actually teach English online. I know a foreigner actually, my guy Al. He's from New York too. Um, he makes 3,000 a month teaching online. and he's been doing it for years. He started not making. He probably started with making 1,000 a month, and then it slowly built up. Now he has the clientele up. Now he makes 3,000 a month. He's been doing it for a while. He does that on Preply. So yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
Ro- Ronald Jumper, so we're gonna say, "What you need?" He said this one. You're gonna
Yeah.
say, "What you need?" He said before, I'm sending to you, Ronald Jefferson, and you're replying to your comment, "What you need?" The StreamYard right now. I just sent it right now. Come on, let's go.
How easy is it to get fresh farm vegetables and fruits deli in the cities, Makati, etc.? Actually, it's fairly easy. It's extremely easy. Like there's so many farms in the Philippines that deliver to the cities. Like I'll tell you this, if you're in Manila, it's just as easy. Actually, the whole Philippines is easy because there's so many farms everywhere. But I know one thing: when me and Kay are in Divisoria, the shipments that come there, you mess around and get cheaper veggies if you go straight to Divisoria than you would in a lot of other parts of the Philippines because they get them in bulk and you can go buy them in bulk, right, Kay? You can mess around,
Mm-hmm.
go to Divisoria and buy um 1,000 carrots for like 400 pesos, right, Kay? 200 pesos, 300 pesos.
Mm-hmm.
But just going to Divisoria, saying, "Give me that batch of carrots." Say if you're having a big party or something like that, you're having a big get together. Oh yeah, you want to do your food shopping. You need some extras to go around your food. Yeah, go get it from Divisoria or somewhere like that. And you can find a place, find the big market to get it for cheap. But in Divisoria, they got the discounts. Okay, we go up there all the time whenever in Manila.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Answer us, big man. What do you say? Have you heard of 52 blocks?
Yeah, yeah,
We didn't
I wanna know what
answer.
that is. Yeah,
Is that a movie or a song? Is that
and so
a movie or a song?
I don't know, probably a movie. And so Tiny Tim said, "Wash those farm fresh vegetables well in water you trust if you plan on eating them raw." Yeah, you're right. You have to wash
Mm-hmm.
them and water that's you know filtered because out here you guys will get sick. This water, like for instance, I could mess around, drink the water, and I get sick. I can put ice cubes in my drinks, won't get sick. I've been out here for a while. You guys, ooh, you get sick as a dog.
Mm-hmm. It depends on how strong is your stomach.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
even me, I'm have a sensitive somoarte
Mhm.
skin.
Mhm. And Gangsta Gonna said it's hot every day. Sure is. Drink my share of Red Stripe in Jamaica. Oh yeah, you from Jamaica. And so
So I sent
how's
the
the weather in
link
October? The
the
weather's pretty
professor
decent.
already
Okay, okay. The
and to
weather's pretty decent in
Abigail.
October, but it's raining still. It's still rainy season in October. What time did we came out here, Kay? It was like November, right?
Yeah. Actually, the best time to come is around, you want to experience Philippines Christmas, so try to
Yeah. Oh
visit
yeah.
around, just Jay come here around towards the end of November, so he experienced Christmas, he experienced
Oh
the
man.
summer right away, so try to visit around
Yeah. I can't.
November,
I was out here in
December, January,
November.
February, March, April.
Christmas was coming in. Christmas was every day. I was in the malls. Like my experience was wild. Like I came, I seen Christmas. I seen the drug epidemic of the Philippines. I seen everything. I experienced all of the Philippines in its glory. In Manila, when Manila was wild, I seen it, and I had a good time out here. I was out here before I came before pandemic when things were free and open and beautiful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here goes the long
Thank you, it's
awaited
that
person that hasn't
time.
been here for a
Thank you for
while.
the super chat. Thanks for sharing all this
Abigail.
great info. Hi. We're echoing.
Oh, you gotta turn up the stream. There
We're
we go.
Hi.
echoing.
It's off now. I think it's still on.
Turn off your
You gotta turn off the
YouTube
stream.
name. Turn off your other YouTube.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because we're echoing. So how's the
Okay.
US?
I
You
don't like
made
the
it.
weather.
Is
Oh,
it cold?
It's really cold. But it was like in the middle of uh at the end of winter, start of spring. So
Wow.
it's crazy.
I would check that out, big man. Thanks for super chat.
It's
Is
crazy,
it really
pero
is it
ha,
how what can you say about what's your first impression when you
hello.
arrived in what's your first impression?
Uh,
You
wait,
can
wait.
hear us? Okay,
Uh,
okay.
volume.
Uh, what is my
No, Abigail, we need to get your.
Abigail, zoom
Wait lang,
in
ate.
close.
Okay, no, take your time. Take your time.
52
Naglo-siya.
Black is style of boxing. Look up. Little boy. Ah, it's a style of boxing. A
Nagka
teacher
ako
of 52
naglolo
Black
ko.
style of boxing. Thanks for the
Okay,
super chat,
done.
Big Man. And also, we have another super chat from It's That Time. Thanks for sharing all this great info. Thank you, It's That Time. Oh, she left?
Oh, she'll come back. Come back, Abigail. Come back. Come back. And so while I'm
Yeah.
just now getting down to the professor's joint. He's it's, it's a happy Sunday, fam. I just get down to there.
Chase, guys, sorry, guys. We answer a lot of questions, guys. So that's why we're taking time. We answer
Mhm.
one question for 20 minutes. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, we sure did. There we go.
Can you hear us?
Ayun.
Why did you
But
decide
wala
to cut
ako.
your hair? I thought it was cold
Rinig ba
there.
ako? Am I heard?
Yeah, we hear. Yeah, we can hear you.
We hear you.
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. Yung last question is how is
Why
the
did you decide to
weather?
cut your hair? Mm-hmm.
I'm between the emerging of spring right now na namamangyan ako sa snow. I'm so I'm so confused with
Abigail
snow.
forgot the English now.
Yeah,
No,
because that's
she
the
been speaking
You
Tagalog.
start speaking Tagalog. You miss Tagalog, huh?
I
Yeah.
know. So sorry guys, but I'm so ignorant with the weather here that I cannot find any exact English phrase for what I'm feeling right now. And so my
Lamig.
goodness, yes, it's malamig. And it what makes it more confusing was that do not trust the sun because the sun may be shining outside but it's a negative.
Hmm.
So sometimes I said I would say to Tim, let's go outside because there's the sun. I said nope.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's the sun but it's negative too. You
Oh,
will freeze to death. So it's like, okay, I'm sad. No, I know, but it's going to be springtime and then summer and then you will enjoy it. So yeah.
mhm.
Okay.
So it's yeah. And the way I said the driving style in the US is really different because very disciplined drivers. Just
Oh, really?
yeah,
Hmm.
trucks won't overtake cars or cars won't overtake trucks.
Oh, wow.
In
That's
the
good.
Philippines, you won't see that because
I know.
cut. And here it's like, oh no, the truck would overtake us. Relax, Abby. Tim said, relax, Abby. That truck won't overtake us. He's in his lane.
Hmm.
Mm.
Oh, so that's
That's what
why.
I told Kay. That's what I told Kay. I said it all the time. I said, when people come drive here, there's no right of way. So if no one's ever drove here in the Philippines, you don't want to drive here, right? Your first time here driving,
Yeah.
because you're gonna kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Dara said she must be in the Midwest somewhere.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's
I'm in
81 where I am in
Wisconsin. I'm in
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. And it's really cold. Although
Mhm.
although I do enjoy because I think the town or the area that I am here is have Asian population but not
Mhm.
Filipino. More on
You meet any Filipino there already, or?
two two that I know of.
Mhm.
Two one church mate and then a grocery store And then most Asian here is more on Cambodian, Thailand, things like
Mm,
that. So I haven't experienced the what some media would portray Asian hate. There,
there's
I'm
none yet.
lucky. I'm lucky that it's not here.
It's like they are approachable, right? The
Yes, they are
Filipinos are
approachable, and
that's
mostly
good.
they are very polite. I'm surprised that
Mm-hmm.
the community here is very polite to each other. So
Mm-hmm.
well, like province, but like I said, I would expect like someone would eye me suspiciously or what, but thankfully no, it's not.
Mm-hmm. I have a question. I thought it's cold there. Why did you cut your hair?
I'm stressed out.
Really?
No, no.
You
Um,
miss the Philippines?
I miss the Philippines because of the weather. Because most of the people there are posting summer vibes
I know. Oh,
in the
it's too much
sun,
hot.
in the
Oh my gosh.
beach,
Oh
in the
yeah.
beach. Like, oh no, they're doing that while I'm here
Because
experiencing
they
some
cut my hair
permafrost. Yeah, I did cut it.
on your
Napaikli.
own. On your own.
No, no, no. In a salon.
Ah, okay, okay.
And and also I had a part-time job that would require small short
Shorter hair.
haircut.
Mm.
Yeah, because
Ah.
it's a bother because um what you call this? The
Yeah.
powders are all over you. So
Mm.
you really need to what you call this? To really shower every night because it was a part-time job. So I would go out like 3 o'clock, and then the kids or team's kids will be at the house. So I need to be a stepmom to them, and then good thing those kids are really, really, let's say I'm blessed with those step kids.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed, I'm so blessed with them. So
That's
yeah.
good. Abigail look
Mm-hmm.
warm from here, but must be a language cold.
Garrett, no, it's too cold here. I'm just frustrated with my hair.
Jay said she's making me hot with that sweater. I'm cold here too because I have aircon here, but it's super hot here. Oh my gosh. I don't
And
So
know,
good.
like
Rocco said she'll
sweating
change her
crazy.
opinion if she gets to NYC.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's hotter. Like I'm gonna bring Kay upstate. It's like her brother there,
Oh
upstate New
Mm.
my.
York.
That
Yeah,
is
And
31
also,
there near.
maybe
and ceremony. Yeah.
one of the things that shook me was like there are, how plain, you know the land is so super flat that it's like where is the town here, and then most buildings here are, let's say, two. The most that I can see within my town was three-story building. But then
Mm-hmm.
again, is this even a town where most of your neighbors are like uh feet apart, like not unlike in Manila where it's like,
Close.
oh, next door there's a fifth person. No, not here.
I think
Hmm.
that's like upstate, right? Like
Yeah, it's
almost
like
like
that too.
upstate, like a province in
Yeah.
Yeah,
US. Mm-hmm.
province.
Hmm.
Provincial like, but they are more like, yeah. And also,
It's like a city in the Philippines, but it's province there.
yes, I said, oh my god, where's the mountain? Oh, there's the mountain. Oh, there's the hill. I said, yeah, that's not a hill. It's too short for a hill.
Hmm.
So
For
yeah,
them,
but
it's a hill already.
yeah, because you can see hills here, and one of the neighbors said that, oh, when it gets summer and the fall season, when all the trees
Mhm.
are showing their colors, they are very beautiful in summer and in the fall. Said,
So
but
you're waiting for it.
yeah, but right now I cannot see not a single leaf.
That's what.
Wow.
So what's your no? What are the requirements? Maybe we have some people here in the chat that
Mm-hmm.
having a fiance that coming to the US. What are the requirements that you prepared? when you
Oh,
when to be approved ECD? Or, I mean, you prepare.
That's true, Garrett.
actually, it's more of teams uh, papers, especially
Mm-hmm.
the sponsorship.
Mm-hmm.
They would look into your tax, his
Mm-hmm.
tax, how stable your job is, and
Mm-hmm.
mostly if it's just fiance or spouse visa, they would just ask you your birth certificate, marriage certificate, and what else? Yeah, and then there is a pre-departure counseling. That's
Mm-hmm.
I did not anticipate the pre-departure counseling, but there is a pre-departure counseling for those who have K1 and spouse visa coming to the United States,
Mm-hmm.
because the counselor would still look into your partner's record in the US.
Mm-hmm.
So you really need to answer those questions, and you really need to not fabricate stories because they
Mm-hmm.
need you to be truthful. So
I think
yeah.
that's I think that's the there's
The interview.
like a company. Yeah, there's a company
The,
here that when I processing my passport or new my passport, they said I need to go there because I'm married to a foreigner. I think that's the one who
CFO.
I say yeah, CFO, the CFO, right?
CFO, yes, CFO.
Yeah.
They would do counseling, so you also need to be able to appear on their session, and
Mm-hmm.
also especially you need to really know your partner,
Yeah, because you never
especially
know. So what if they're gonna hurt you? They will be the one to
yeah,
assess. Mm-hmm.
well, team has a court record,
Mm-hmm.
so everything is dismissed because it was a very complicated, it's very complicated on the part of his ex-wife, but
Mm-hmm.
the counselor said that, oh, since he had this record, and although it's dismissed, you will never know what will happen to you. So
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
what the agency wants you is you to be safe even though you're in the
Mm-hmm.
US and things like that. So yeah, CFO sticker or CFO, uh C- the agency will give you something that uh you need to provide or to show it to the Philippine immigration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one
And
that I
then
actually required me that if you're married to a foreigner, you really need to
yes,
have that
yes,
information.
yes. So
How
what
about the
else?
first meet? The first oh yeah, Jay, you have a question for Abigail?
oh no! I'm letting her talk. I'm listening.
Ah, okay. What
Okay.
else? Oh yeah, and also I don't know, but um spouse visa is much easier when you entered already in the US territories.
Because
I
you have a
Chicago.
green card already. You have a green card
I have a
automatic.
Yeah,
temporary green card.
does.
Mm,
That's the advantages of the way they did it. It
the
takes
Mm-hmm.
spouse
longer,
visa.
but it's she already has everything she needs when she
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
gets there. Yeah, it's
All
better
I
that way.
need to do right now is, well, I already have my social. So right after, like 3 days after I got here, I applied for my social number, and
Mm.
then I think 1 week to 2 weeks they would send me my number, and then that's for now because it's a temporary green card. I'm still waiting for my real green card.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And I
So
think I know that they had a backlog on green card application right now. That's why mine haven't yet turned up.
I want Abigail to answer this question that we have on the screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
Instead me, okay, let me just read it. Is it normal for my Filipina fiance to leave her 12-year-old with her Lola in order to move here with me? Is that a huge red flag? Let's
Ah,
Abigail answer it.
Ronald, Ronald, it depends on the person. Have you ever met your fiance in person and how she treats her 12-year-old kid? Because in a Filipino culture like what I grew up, both my dad and my mom work abroad. So I grew up with my lolo, lola, and auntie. So,
Mm-hmm.
is it a red flag for you to consider? It depends, but mostly because Filipino family is a tight-knit family.
Hmm.
uh, you can leave your kid in a trusted relative, and you would know that he will be raised well within the family. So my
Also,
question to
Ronald,
you.
is that she doesn't want to move the daughter in with you. That's a good thing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I don't know why
a lot of
it's gonna
Filipinos
be
do
a
that. A lot
red
of
flag though.
no, no, it's not a red
It's
flag.
not
A
a
lot of
red flag.
Filipinos do that. A lot of Filipinos do that. They don't want to just
Mhm.
move their kids in with you because she's just not getting to know you. So I don't think it's a red flag. But I'll let
Mhm.
Abigail finish.
Mhm. So
I told
Ronald,
you guys, ask question. Abigail will answer everything.
Yeah.
no, it's just that Ronald, maybe because of how, let's say, independent, in a American family settings, when you get to a certain age, you have to go out and
Hmm.
do your own thing. But in the Philippines, unless you get married and want to move out and you have a stable job, that's it. But unless, because it's normal in the Philippines to still stay with their parents until 40 years old or 60 years old, because that's how normal it is.
Mhm. And also,
Okay.
let me add some info with that. Maybe the Filipino wants you the daughter or the kid stay there first until she's in the U.S. and then maybe she wanna bring her in the U.S. after because she doesn't
Ah,
like to bring a kid with you. You know, like
yeah, yeah.
flying there and it's like maybe like
It's not
they need to.
oh yeah, Ronald, it's not abandoning. She's not abandoning her kid.
Mm-hmm.
If you are, let's say,
It's
if
not a
you
red
are
flag.
worried about the kid, she's not abandoning it. And if the kid has parental bond with your fiance and also had a maternal bond with the grandparents, and the
Mm-hmm.
grandparents will raise the kid right in behalf of your fiance, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Hmm.
let's Abby answer the next question. Go.
K1
K
visa
one
is the
visa.
fastest
Mm-hmm.
way. It,
Maybe.
K1 visa is the fastest way to physically have your
Hmm.
fiance in
In
Yeah.
the
the US.
US. Yes. But will she be legally working in the US? No.
Hmm.
No.
Unless she doesn't like her to work and just stay with you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, because in my case, especially when I came on the immigration in Chicago, it's like, oh, they just saw that, oh, I'm a wife of a US citizen. Okay, no question asked. And then the Filipina next to me was like, she was so nervous that she has this visa packet that she needs to not to open, be careful not to open, and things like that. And the immigration officer will still question her. So what I mean is, if you want to physically see the fastest way possible your fiance, K1 visa is okay. But
Hmm.
if you
Mm-hmm.
really want to legally, at least, you know, have a partner to work with you, uh,
Mm-hmm. Support each other.
legally, yeah, support each other financially. I
Mm-hmm.
think spouse visa is one of those things.
They have
Mm-hmm.
a question, Jay. Before that, Jay, can you post the other question first? From
Other one.
Ronald. I think it's Ronald or
Oh
Charles.
yeah, this one.
Can you?
I have this one here.
The girl's father is a police officer and won't approve of her leaving.
That's
This
yeah,
is
that's
like
different.
Raffy Tulfo in
Ah,
action.
Yeah, of
the
course.
girl's
I mean,
father is
that
a
makes
police
sense.
officer and won't approve of her leaving.
Yeah,
Oh, so the lolo is very protective of her apo.
No,
So,
I think
okay.
the father is it
the father one.
the
No,
father
the father of the
of the
girl.
kid of the
Yeah,
kid
Oh,
or the ex husband. I think this is
oh,
the
that
the
ex
makes sense.
husband.
ex-husband.
Because that makes sense because he would have more control, not more control, but he would have more access from the Lola's
Mm-hmm.
house
Or
than
maybe the father
yeah.
doesn't allow the kid to stay with the
To live with the
grandparents.
guy, yeah, of course.
Maybe need to live with the father. Hmm.
Yeah. Ah,
This is
now,
Rapi Tulfo in action here, Ronald.
Yeah.
yeah, the girl's father is a police officer and won't approve her of her leaving. So, there, because there is this, okay, there is this law. that
12 years old already.
yeah, it's 12 Ronald, because there is this law that if the child is baby until 7 years old,
Hmm.
the child is solely on the mother's
Side.
care. But
Hmm.
then after that age, the kid would decide where she will be with. So that's the problem. Now, if the kid
Hmm.
wants to be with the dad, you have the mother have no choice, or they would go to an attorney, and let's say visitation rights are drafted. Then if the dad doesn't want the kid to leave her or to leave the Philippines, then there is not there is there's no problem with that. It's just that it's a very complicated this
Situation, because
situation for your fiance. That's
no,
all.
because what will happen is it's gonna be a choice. Like if you leave, you cannot see your kid no more. Like you cannot
Mm-hmm.
leave it, you cannot leave it to your mother. So it's like it's gonna be complicated. Like yeah, I don't know how to answer that. It's a little bit. Father rights are important too. So if you say his daughter cannot leave the country at this time, then the child cannot go to America.
Yes,
Yeah, but what
yes.
happened is the girl want to leave it to the grandparents, but the father has the right to the kid. So what will happen is the
Mm-hmm.
kid should be in the father, not with the
Mm-hmm.
grandparents. So
Yes. Yes, unless the father waive his parental rights to the kid.
Mm-hmm.
somebody, Abigail, you have a question coming. Where can I go near Manila to get? We don't eat coconut crab, but I don't know if Abigail know.
Garrett, I don't eat crabs. Coconut crabs. I think coastal areas
Mm-hmm.
like Mindoro. I know in some coastal areas they do have coconut crab, but basically
Dampa and dampa.
Dumper,
yes.
Dampa
yeah.
in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just ask the wet market and make sure that the crab is alive, because if it's not alive,
Yeah.
that's where there would be complications.
Mm-hmm.
It's a complication.
Yes.
J approve. J approve.
Yes,
It should
I
be
do.
alive.
Yeah, I used to eat crab all the time. I approve.
I approve.
That's right.
And then somebody has a question. Father rights are important for Maximus. Two. So if he say his daughter cannot leave the county at this time, then the child cannot go to America. Yeah, I read that already.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I avoid single moms don't want that interfering from Ismael. And then we have Dari here. Easy to keep up. They are talking about a lot of domestic stuff and too old, way past that point in life.
Mm-hmm.
Jay answered the last
Yeah.
question. Jay,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
would you suggest someone get started with online job with zero experience? That's his question.
Well, I would suggest to go on there and see the things that are there to see what it is that you wouldn't mind doing. Because you have to figure it out. I mean, customer service is good. Anybody can do it. You pretty much, but you may not like it. You have to be stuck to a phone. It's like a slave job. Like usually when I work online, I like jobs where I can talk, where I can do like appointment setting or anything. Because yeah, it's still work, but I'm not still locked down. Like for instance, the contract I'm working now, he says to me, you can work any hours you want in between 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So I can work any time of the day. Say if I wanted to work tomorrow at 3 because I was late, I came in late from outside and I had to do something. I can work at 3 a.m. Or if I wanted to
Mhm.
work at 9 to 2, I can do that. And then also usually it's better for me because I don't work Fridays because that's Sabbath for me. So um that's not a problem. That's usually why
But,
I do
but his question is zero experience. So if you have no
So
experience
if you
online,
if you don't have experience, find out what it is you want to do. That's what I said in the beginning. I
Mm-hmm.
say find out what it is that you be
mhm.
comfortable doing. So if you feel comfortable talking to people, if you feel comfortable doing customer service, or you may not be comfortable with all of it, you may need to go do something where you can learn how to be an IT because you
Or
learn
start
like
with data
those things.
entry too. Data entry or
No, data
customer
entry. No, no,
service.
no, not data entry because really you're gonna bump into a lot of people from Nigeria trying to scam you with that.
Ah, that's true.
Trust
Mm.
me,
Okay.
there's a lot. I gotta make a video. Like that's the thing I gotta do. Like, say, when I'm training people, I gotta give a lot of you guys who are training with me information on what to look out for the scammers, because you will get scammed and they'll be using your identity, and man, they'll screw you over. Yeah.
Mm.
I
Currently,
know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry,
I,
sorry.
I think I'm going to, well, with
What's your job though?
how requirements are with teachers who are from the Philippines or any other country, they still need, in my case, I'm searching for an online job where it's more like typing job for me.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not data entry,
Mhm.
but typing job. And I think I'm leaning on to medical transcription right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. And then
Mhm.
maybe in the long run would be a medical coder. So I'm still remotely working here
Mhm.
and then still earning something, supporting
Mm-hmm.
my partner.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
also, you can take care of the kids too, because
Yes.
you're at home.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
There's a follow up information here from Ronald Berry. My only real question is, if my fiance is willing to leave her daughter behind, is that normal? No one here in Perspective would ever leave their child behind. Sorry for all the question, Ronald.
Mm.
It's normal. Like Abigail answered, it's normal because
Mhm.
Ronald, what is not normal is she disowned her kid.
Yeah.
mhm.
She
Exactly.
disowned her kid. And and hello.
Jay, what's up?
And
What's going
and
on?
I think maybe because of maybe why your question is valid because you don't see it,
Experience. Mhm.
you don't I myself was raised by an aunt and grandparents on behalf of my parents who are working abroad. So leaving leaving her daughter to the parents or to the grandparents is not abandoning her because there will be ways where she can send money or she can find, let's say, video call. So if she do that, then it's not abandoning. It's just like, Barry, it's a strange setting, but I grew up with that kind of environment, so she is not abandoning her kid. If your concern is abandonment of the kid.
I got a question.
Hmm.
Abigail, how you doing?
Pro-
Welcome to the madhouse.
Hi.
That's professor, professor.
And now, you can fully appreciate the all inspiring application process and paperwork in the US like this, everything.
Yes.
But the difference to the Philippines, you can only get one thing done that day. You know,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
how you like that feeling? You know.
Yeah, yes, they are very organized because okay, when I was applying for my social, it's like, oh, you need to go to an appointment. And it's like in the Philippines, you need to do walk in to the office. But here, they say, oh, you have to you have to book an appointment and then we will entertain you. And then suddenly, I did file an application for my social, and then suddenly 3 days before the appointment, my social number came. So now I have to call them. I have to call them to cancel because I said to the officer, "Oh hi, thank you for booking me for an appointment, but now that I have my social here, I'm canceling the appointment." That's how fast it is, which is really efficient. That's nice
Mhm.
Mhm.
and efficient. And
Well, you
also
won't hear.
like I said, the drivers here are very disciplined, unlike in the Philippines.
Well,
So
they
yeah.
wait for you. You want to turn? Go ahead. You ever seen them go? No, you go. You go. No, you not in the Philippines. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going.
Yeah, it's more like instinct. Is he going there or not? So
Mhm.
In
so
the Philippines,
yeah.
I don't care. I gotta go.
Yeah,
Me
Yeah.
first. Me
the
first.
trike turn right out in front of everything.
Yeah.
Like,
And also there's a dedicated lane on everything. Maybe Tim said, "Oh, maybe because of how wide the land is, that's why there's a U-turn section. There's a dedicated U-turn area." Okay. Like you cannot U-turn immediately, but there are some places in town that has a dedicated area for you to turn around.
How
And
about
there
the
were
motorcycle? You remember in the Philippines, the
mhm.
motorcycle go to the middle, to the side, everywhere. So there are dedicated lane for motorcycle too.
Oh, oh no. It's more like just stay on your lane. No one will complain. And since I think their driver's education is very good because they started it at 14.
Or
Correct me if
maybe
I'm wrong.
some
For
Filipino are just not following the rules.
no, Filipinos are just pasaway. We're just naughty. Because you cannot use this lane even though no car is passing there and it says only right or left turn. But then
Mhm.
again, no car would go there. Unlike in the Philippines, okay, I'll go wherever space is possible and then I will just make the right turn if it's okay.
Eh, I
So
said
yeah.
that too, Abigail. If I would have drove here when I first came, I would have killed
Mhm.
myself or somebody else.
My
Yeah.
I would have.
Actually, my uncle got accident last Easter Sunday because he's driving for 40 MPA. How do you call that when you're driving with the speed?
Hmm.
40 only. Oh no,
KMP,
it's 40 or
kilometers
60
per.
or yeah.
Hmm.
And then there's an intersection here, and then the driver coming from here is driving so fast, so they were shocked. And then my uncle
Mm.
stand up, my auntie at the back holding the granddaughter fell off, so her arm bones here in the elbow
Yes.
went out. We went there last
Mm.
time. I
Where
know, last
where ate
Monday.
where?
Here in Wasig, Wasig, in Wasig. They went to Easter Sunday. They're Catholic,
Province?
so
Here in the
here
state?
he no no here in Oriental Mindoro,
Oh,
in Wasig, in
oh,
Mansalay.
oh.
He's driving slow, but it's like the shock. So she's already like half. She got a mini stroke before, but it's not like I know. So
Ah,
she cannot
okay.
carry herself. She has helmet, but she fell
Mm-hmm.
off. She hugging the granddaughter and hurt her elbow here
And this
Eh.
said,
because
this was
she
the
used her
craziest
elbow.
thing.
Mm.
This was the craziest thing, and this happens in the Philippines. She went to a public hospital. Abigail already knows how that went. So she's sitting there outside for hours, for
We
having the
visited
Oh.
there
day,
last.
with her
I know.
arm up here. She's sitting there in pain, and after a while you get used to the pain. I'm looking at her face, and I could barely look at her because she's sitting there like this, and she's in pain for hours, just sitting there on a
No,
bed.
because it's not available. The
She
doctors
can't
are
you have
available.
enough
They're waiting
doctors,
at them.
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
she can't afford the
that's
public
sad
hospital.
about
Yeah. So
public health there.
they
Unless
popped it
Mm-hmm.
back
you
in place. Oh
Yeah,
man.
because if
Yeah.
you go to a private place and you have money out of
Yeah.
pocket to pay for it, everyone
Mhm.
will be like rushing on you and taking care of you. But
Yep.
in a public
Mm-hmm.
hospital, you cannot expect that. And that's
Mhm.
sad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have a
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
question with Professor. I think
Yes.
you said you're gonna have a job
Oh
for Jonah.
yeah.
Job for Jonah. When
My
is
man.
that job for Jonah? Let's go.
Well, the next one is scheduled for the 9th. So,
Mhm.
Oh, you already have first job.
Mhm.
no, I backed out on that one.
He's scared. He's scared.
I know what it ain't. You know what I mean? I know what ain't in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I ain't got no choice.
Mhm.
None.
So
But,
when are you coming to the Philippines? Like,
well, after, hopefully my VA case will be solved before July. If it's done before July, I'll be there end of July.
Mm.
Oh,
Okay.
the hot
ah,
month.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I would like oppressive heat.
it's rainy season already by August,
Yeah, there
but
will
it's
be. Yeah, you
it's
But
still
still
still, you
enjoy.
would still do that. Depends on the
location.
province and the occasion.
Cavite din,
Cavite is
Cavite.
kind of cool.
Ah,
If I go down further down Tagaytay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's
Laguna.
nice. Oh,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Laguna. Okay, that's good.
That's where you were
Cavite
staying,
din.
right? When you were out there in
Yeah,
Laguna. She's in Laguna. Yeah.
I'm in Laguna,
Mhm.
but more
Cool.
on like border of Quezon province. So
Okay.
it's more
Mm-hmm.
ah,
mountainous.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
So even though we have rain, we have lots of winds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's, and also sometimes because some of the typhoons are from it's either from the Visayan region, even though it's still in Bicol, us in the mountains can feel the typhoon. So
That's
yeah.
like good.
Yeah. Laguna's in Banahaw.
Abigail is in the States now. Welcome. Hope you enjoy so far from
I I
Hey
I do
Professor from
enjoy
Dexter.
the let's say the flora and fauna of the US because I saw eagles. Like white
Mm.
no, bald eagles beside the lake. It's like
Mm-hmm.
what in the hell? Philippines, what happened to
Big,
our
right? They're
bald
so big. They're so big. Yeah.
yes, and then
Yeah.
hawks, and then I saw a robin, and then I
A lot
see
of
black
things in the
and
U.S.
brown
Yeah.
squirrels, and then Tim kind of pointed at me on three herds of deers. I said, "Oh
Mm-hmm.
no, there's Bambi." So yeah, it's like wow, that's nice. And I said, "Oh yeah, Ili, I think there's a law that you cannot kill a bald eagle. So that's why I saw
Yeah.
five eagles in the in a nearby lake watching maybe for the fishing. So I do appreciate the flora and fauna of the US right now. It's like, wow, there's robin. And then, wow, I thought cardinals are small, but they are really this big, like 6 inches big. Oh no, that's cute. So yeah. So
So
yeah, and deer.
how was your first brownout? Oh, you don't get them there.
No.
No
It's just
run out.
no
How about the
brownout.
internet, the data? How's the data internet there
The
using your
internet
data?
is really fast here. Fast here, and even though it's like a wide flat land, if you get in the
Why
middle of
flat?
it, di ba ate, you are like in the Philippines, if you are in a wide flat land with no cell towers or whatever, you can't get any signal. But here, you can get signals still. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, amazing.
Everybody,
Good signal too.
everybody wants to be in the Philippines, and Abigail flew to US.
Yeah, I wish that Tim said that if he hadn't had any kids, he would move in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
So, but because of the kids, he cannot move. And yeah, maybe retirement can be there. That's why I was
Mhm.
like looking for land to set a house in. So, yeah, for now I do enjoy the settings of here because like I said, that town is very polite and uh uh it's nice even though mostly populated by um white people.
I
Am
see
I
white
being
people.
I want to be politically correct by
Your
the
husband is white too.
yeah.
I see white
But
people.
and then there are also some of the darker tones, let's say people of colors here, especially Asians, but they are more on the Vietnam, Cambodia, China, Laos area, and few Filipino, or maybe I haven't seen them enough yet. So
Somebody
yeah.
said you're from Calamba, Laguna, from Macho Gapito. Pagbalamba ka ba, Neng?
No, I'm from Mahayhay, Laguna, Machu Guapito.
Mm.
Macho Gapito.
Mahayhay, Los Baños, Santa Cruz, Pagsanghan, Magdalena, Mahayhay.
Malapit. Need to pagsanhan already.
Yes. Well, we're near Pagsanghan, but
Ah.
six towns. Six
Mm,
towns before Mahayhay. So
okay,
Calamba
so
is a city,
you're
and
really far.
yes, far. Maybe because of the traffic, the travel time would be like 3 hours to Calamba. So yeah.
Mm. How about you, Professor? What did Jonah said when she found out you're gonna do the job for Jonah and you're coming soon?
Oh, the girl just lost her mind. Now she's trying to get
Scream. Yep.
organized, you know.
Yep. 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 Yep.
She get on the video. See, I'm cleaning.
Yeah.
I ain't even there yet.
She getting ready for you, man. Yep.
Yeah, I'm cleaning for what?
Yep. She gonna
Wait
treat
till
you
I
like a
get
king
there,
too,
you
man.
know.
She gonna treat you like a king.
Professor, that's how Filipina
Yep.
would like it. You know,
She's really
come
like
to a
that. She's
clean
not acting.
house.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it, come to you
She's
come
not
to a
acting.
clean house and have prepared food for you.
Yep.
So she's very excited. It's a good sign.
I'm pretty sure she is. She should come here and clean this place. I'm a bachelor right now. And
Dexter, yes, I cut my hair out of
there
the
you go.
station.
She said, I'm upset right now.
No, I just said no, maybe because of how I don't know. I just want it to be short,
And also, she mentioned she has a
part-time
part-time
job.
job. And
Yeah, I
what's your
have a
part-time job?
part-time
I'm
job.
curious.
Um, I'm in canning in a certain company that repacks protein powders. So ex-
Okay.
exposure to that was like you really need to here you cannot dry it just with air dry your hair. You need to
Mm.
blow dry it, and I'm lazy. I don't want to blow dry my hair. So I said,
Oh yeah,
I
you
cut
cannot
my
work.
hair.
You can go to work with the wet hair, right? You cannot go to work.
Yes.
Oh,
Because or else you would get headache, and also sometimes you ice would form on your hair.
huh? Ice?
Ice. Because it was
Ah,
like
okay.
-3 and then 30 minutes of traveling.
Ice form, ice form in your hair. Like, what is this?
Yeah, I
A
said,
crown?
oh, damn, why is there ice? Wait, well, it's -5 here right now, so you coming out of the house in a -5, and you have wet hair. So I said, okay, I
Oh
need
yeah.
to
Can't do that no
yeah,
more. Not the Philippines.
it's
Oh my.
yeah, it's
Oh,
like
I'll be
okay,
walking like
let's
this
go,
there.
you know, okay, let's go and go on with our day. No, you need to okay,
Blow
wait, I
dry.
have
You
to
gotta
blow
blow
dry.
dry every time. Yep.
Girl, you got to try this new conditioner, Icicle.
I see. How about me, Abigail? It took me like 30 to 40 minutes to blow dry this hair.
My goodness, mine was like 10 minutes, but it feels like hours. So that's why I hate blow drying.
She said, I cut my hair.
Yeah, and I'm not a vain person. It feels like I'm the vainest person of all because I have to blow dry my hair.
Kenny
Yeah.
is Abigail, I miss it. Where are you here in the US?
Kenny, I'm in Wisconsin, Rockland, Wisconsin. Mm,
Rockford,
mm.
Wisconsin.
I think
Because of this.
one bridge before Minnesota. I
Mm.
think border with
That's
another
why
state.
somebody mentioned, Maximo said,
You said it.
you're
She's
near in
right there.
Minnesota, yeah.
Mm. I think the nearest was Winona, Minnesota.
Minnesota. How far are you from New York?
Oh,
Ooh.
very far.
Yeah, very far.
Thank you, Garrett.
So, Abigail, did you get a
Yes.
chance to partake of all the yummy food we got here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was kind of comparing KFC McDonald's US to KFC McDonald's in the Philippines. It's like, okay, McDonald's. Yeah.
Where's the rice, right? Where's the
No
rice?
rice. No rice.
No rice at all.
No rice at all. It's like, what? So when I go to McDonald's and say, okay, 10-piece chicken nugget. I don't eat it just 10-piece chicken nugget. Okay, let's go home. And then there is rice waiting for me. I'll eat it with rice.
Yeah, there you go.
And also, why is it that so many servings are really large? True. We went to a sit down restaurant. I thought it was like normal size. But then again,
Be
it's not like
careful. Your weight.
honey. Mahal. Why is it? No, I had to box things. I have to box things like there
Take
are
home.
take home because really I cannot do it. And Tim said that don't train yourself to eat it in one sitting
Mm.
because you would get fat. So that's why, okay. So yeah,
You're gonna get
and
used
KFC
to it.
here
Your
is
tummy will
good.
get big.
But really, the yummy food, and it's just that some are too sweet, some are too salty, and some are
Yeah.
not too Asian. They say Asian chicken, but then too sweet for me. What the hell?
Because I'm just gonna go home and cook for for myself.
Yes, yes. I'm prepping my husband's lunch and snacks. Yeah.
Somebody said you need to
Uh,
go to Chick-fil-A,
Chick-fil-A,
Abby.
yeah. Did you try that yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, you gotta
Mm,
try it. You gotta try it.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta try it.
Okay. I'll try one day. But
Only thing, no rice. Only thing, no rice. With Prince Memphis,
no.
she's used
You
to
should
rice, man.
rice cooker. Bring a rice cooker in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Someone gave him a rice cooker, and that's what I'm using right now. And then right after I came here, like getting the kids from school, some Filipina, a church mate, um gave me a 25-kilo rice. Yes, 25-kilo rice. And Tim was like shaking his head because what he doesn't get it why I have to measure my rice and water with my finger. Said it's an Asian thing.
Well, that's how they taught me.
Yep.
Put
Mm,
that finger in
Like
there, get
this.
that line,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the line here. Middle finger, guys. I'm
Yeah.
not
And
doing any
this,
I'm not my intention is not to cuss you out.
but this is the thing.
Yeah.
I don't do that thing because I don't know how to cook rice with using this. I use the
The cup.
the measure
Yeah.
the cup.
If I'm too
I don't know.
lazy, I do the cups. I would count how many cups of rice was there, like five.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
how I
then 5 cups
cook.
of water too. So yeah. So I think, well, what I miss about it was the Philippines is, the mano. When I
Mm.
do my mano for the first time with the family, it's just like they were like looking at me weirdly.
A tradition, the
Yeah,
tradition.
yeah. But I did explain it to them that I do that because you're of seniority within the family. It doesn't mean that I just do that with anyone. So yeah, yeah. It's a nice thing.
You miss the Philippines?
Yo, I miss the Marites.
Chika minute. You need to follow Senora on Facebook. That's the only Asian rice different from American rice. Hi, Kuya Joey. Kuya Joey is a Filipino. The wind chill
Oh,
man says
hi Kuya
the wind.
Joey.
Is that time said the wind chill in Madison, Wisconsin is brutal.
Yes. I just came actually when you were on your live, like it was like I came in Madison because, well, the grandparents want to have a reception, post reception,
For the
post wedding
wedding?
reception for us, Tim and me.
Mm,
So I shop some food items. Madison is okay. It's okay and sunny for now.
You find any of the Asian markets yet?
Yes, I did. Global Asian Market and
Cool.
Food Hall.
Cool.
That's where I got majority of my of my food items. But if it's near Rockland, the nearest Filipino store is Oriental Goodies. Yeah, that's the owner is a Filipina.
Wow.
So
mm,
she's from CDO, I think. So
mm.
she said, "Oh, where are you from?" "Oh, I'm from Laguna po." Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, you might be
Mm-hmm.
hanging out with her all day. If you get home sick.
Abigail said, "Where's the Asian store here, Tim? I want to go to the Asian store."
Yes. I said, "Mahal, there is no Knorr, there is no liquid seasoning, there is no, well, there is Mamacita. So, okay, mahal, let's buy Mamacita."
No magic syrup.
Yes.
Magic syrup.
No,
Mm.
no, lucky me pancit canton. What? I'm craving for those. But yes, right now I'm glad that there are some Filipino Asian stores that also have Filipino products. And I even miss dilis, but I cannot cook dili
Oh yeah,
because
it's gonna
I'm
smell.
worried about the smell. That's why the church mate who gave me tuyo, dried fish, was still stuck on the freezer because I'm worried about the the smell.
But this is a house or is like a part? Are you
This
guys
is an
staying in a house?
apartment. This is an
Oh yeah.
apartment.
If it's a house, it's okay. You can cook outside, right? You can
Yeah.
just cook. But if it's a apartment, you cannot cook. Like it's gonna smell.
It's
It's not.
yeah, that's why mostly what I'm doing is more on vegetarian.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
vegetarian. So it doesn't
that,
smell as bad.
is there there's a bread in the oven already?
Uh
No,
no,
no, no.
I'm not
In the
using.
oven already.
Ah, not yet. We're
They call
planning.
that like.
That's
Oh,
why
that's
that's
good.
why I'm training for a let's say more niche and more specialized that can be remotely done in the
Oh, just in.
remotely done, so that when I get, well, I'm planning to get pregnant, but I want to have also work because um the part-time job that I have, because it involves food, you cannot, say, hey, excuse me, because I'm pregnant, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. That would impede their process. So
Mm.
that's why i'm training I'm planning on training myself on medical transcription, and then at the same time as a medical coder,
Mm-hmm.
and for me to have the time to get pregnant and then stay at home mom and still be with the kids, because I
Okay.
don't
That's
want.
the best.
My priorities, even though they are my stepkids, they are still my kids now because I'm married to the family. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm worrying for them too. So yeah.
So I told
Okay.
you guys, Abigail. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, sorry.
Jonah's already pregnant. It was just psychic power. She's already pregnant.
Oh my gosh. What did you do? How does it happen?
Holy Spirit.
I got the
Ho-
skill.
they said, Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. You do like that. In the movie.
Yeah,
Holy
she's already pregnant. She just don't know it.
I have to let
Oh
all
my
of you
gosh.
know it is now 4:13 in the morning.
Hmm.
I'm gonna,
Me
I'm
and
gonna,
Kay.
I'm gonna shout out first the members, Jay, before we
Okay,
go.
no member shout out today. I need
There
to
is
go
because we
so I
go
can
live
relax.
once,
No,
once,
no, no, no,
once.
no, no, no.
Very fast, very fast, very fast. Okay. I want to shout out all the members. I know you guys. All right, guys. Shout out to all the members. Cecilia Salamat. Shout out. Wait, very fast. Cecilia Salamat, Exotic Filipina, Mark A. Jackson, Marisafina Coloma, Idil Jose, BK, Igor K.A., Charles Acana, Jack Hobson, Arthur Bainton, Far From Home, Game Zone Turbo, Traveling Mexican, Anthony Powell, Nate Callis, Simon T. Simperoco is here too, Lee A. Robinson, Joseph Matthews, Harold Jackson, Chassis, Journey with Dabo Jack, Retired 2019. It's Team Link 111. Edward Laudat, Dexter Perkins is here. Incon is here too, 3037. Godly Straw, Travis Clowell, Tata Life in North Carolina. Duffo Vezer is here. Jay Brown, The Wallace Life, Hybrid Pinoy, Pinay Forever, Lamont Taylor, Mr. was here, Afrotrop TV, Cliff and Rue, Nostriller Journey, Douglas DeSico, Kalo, Tony Anderson was here, Ken Lee, Blay Pasahuman, Jojo, Mars Howard, Kay Dallas, John Thomas. Oh my gosh, I lost it. Wait lang. Sorry. I always lost it when I'm always at the bottom. Bigman7917, thank you for the super chat. Tampa Live, Craig McCoy, Clifton Palmer, Gonzo660, and the J Maverick Show. Thank you so much, guys, for being a member. All right. Last word.
All right, guys. So that's it. We're out.
Any last word?
No, no more. I think Jay needs his sleep.
Yeah, I do, kid. I do. I need my sleep.
Yeah.
Um, well, actually, it's that time. You want to know? I'm gonna post the link where you can go see that. Buy me a coffee. Coffee.com
Thank you,
dot
Abigail, for
com
being
forward
with us
slash
today, for
Yes,
J
no
sharing,
E
and also the
problem.
professor. Thank you
P
so
F.
much,
Yeah.
guys.
Next time again.
Yes, yes, guys. I will do this
Yeah,
again next Sunday. Next
join us
Saturday
again
is gonna
next
be the day
time,
for
okay?
me. Next Sunday is live stream every Sunday. So see you guys next week.
Thanks,
Peace out.
Professor. Thanks, Abigail. Thanks, member. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Later.
Bye, guys.